High blood pressure. Treated for life.
Welcome. I'm Tammy Grimes. In the long run, men hit only what they aim at. So said Mr. Henry David Thoreau. Which is proof that, just as a shoemaker should stick to his last, a philosopher should confine himself to his philosophy. A pacifist, Mr. Thoreau knew very little about aiming and hitting. And the fact that many people do hit something, or someone, other than what they aim at, is what gives the police so much trouble, as we are about to discover.
Mrs. Soames, do you know what your husband is doing?
Yes.
You're aware that it's illegal. It's already involved him in murder.
Perhaps.
For his sake and for yours, you must talk to me.
I know, Lieutenant, but I can't. However he may have broken the law, he's still my husband. I won't betray him.
A pity he doesn't feel that way about you. Because tomorrow, or the next day, he'll have to kill you.
Our mystery drama, The Blue Sedan, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Kim Hunter. I'll be back shortly with Act One. According to the Book of Numbers, Joshua sent men to spy out the land, from which we may gather that spying is one of the world's oldest professions. Whether or not it's an honorable one depends, of course, on whose side you or they are on. Spying. Is there more of it today than there ever was? Or does it just seem that way? A man walks down the hallway of a run-down, decrepit, and dingy office building. He pauses at a door on which the number 418 and the legend, Lou Delphat, private investigator, are just barely visible in faded characters.
Hey, there you are. Come in. Come on in. Sit down, huh? Well, did you bring it?
Yes.
All of it?
All that you need.
Hey, what's this all that I need? Now, we agreed on the amount.
I've got more than enough for you.
What?
In here.
Wait. Now, look. Well, you won't get away with that.
Did you think you could get away with what you were trying to do? All you need, and all you'll get, is 1 ounce of lead.
No. Please.
Or maybe 2.
My name is Lucille Miller. I'm a lieutenant in the homicide division. At 9 p.m. on the 17th, my boss, Inspector Treadwell, sent me to investigate a murder in room 418 in the Crusset building. Only one word can describe the Crusset building and its immediate neighborhood. Sleazy. Tenants were mostly more or less dubious people who were engaged in a variety of so-called enterprises. The police routine was already in full swing. The photographers, the fingerprint people, the lab technicians were all there, and so was the corpse. The doctor had just finished the preliminary.
He's got 2 bullet holes in his chest. Either one could have done it.
How long has he been dead, Doctor?
Well, maybe an hour.
The building was deserted. So was the neighborhood. His wife had found the body. He was supposed to take her out to dinner. She'd waited and waited. Finally, she'd come down to the office to get him. I decided she could use the night's rest. The following morning... You're Mrs. Delphat?
Well, no, not exactly.
You say you're not Mrs. Delphat?
Well, it all depends on how you look at it. I mean, we never made it legal. You know, you've been together 5, 6, 7 years, whatever. You know, it becomes legal anyhow. Look, I know I'm talking on and on. It's just because I feel so nervous, you know.
I can understand. It was a sudden shock.
Oh, no, it wasn't sudden. I mean, I've been expecting it every day since we got together 15 years ago.
Why?
Well, because he's the type of guy that went around asking for it. He was always getting in somebody's hair, stepping on somebody's toes, breathing down somebody's neck.
Let me ask you.
He was forever coming up with some shrewd scheme or plan, some brilliant idea, which never did him any good.
Who would have a motive to murder him?
Motive? You need a motive to swat a fly, to step on a bug?
What did you see when you walked into the office?
I see him laying on the floor, and his blood. I just make it to the phone to call the cops before I pass out.
What case was he working on?
I don't know.
Would he have a record of it in the books?
Books? Records? You kidding? You keep things like that, you gotta pay taxes.
But he was working on a case.
We must have been.
Why do you say so?
Because I seen her.
Her?
Yeah, on this one afternoon. I come down to the office, I get there, and she's just walking out the door. Who's that, I ask him. A client, he says.
Can you be sure? What was her name?
He wouldn't tell me. All he'd say was, "Baby, this is the big one. The one we've been waiting for, the gold mine." I'd heard all that before, how many times? But he kept saying, "This is $1 million."
$1 million? And you don't know her name? Can you describe her?
Good looking, blonde. I'd say it was natural. 35-ish, dressed real smart.
Did I find a record of her anywhere in his office?
Well, like I said, he didn't keep many books.
I went back to his office. She was right. What books he did have were sketchy, not very up to date. And it occurred to me the client must have paid him a fee. Therefore, he probably had to give her a receipt. There was a book of blank receipts in a desk drawer. Several had been torn off, but the imprint of the last one could be plainly seen on the face of the blank receipt that was now on top. Received of Mrs. Harold Soames. $300. I found her address. The lady who opened the door was blonde, about 35, attractive, and well-dressed. Mrs. Soames?
Yes.
I'm Lieutenant Miller of the Homicide Division. My identification.
Oh,
May I come in?
well, yes. May I ask why you wish to see me?
I want to talk to you about Lou Delphat.
Lou Delphat?
But you needn't pretend to think. Mrs. Soames, you knew him well enough.
You have no right to come bursting in my home.
Mrs. Soames, we are dealing with murder.
Murder?
Well, that shouldn't come as a surprise either. I see the newspaper on your coffee table. I'm sure you've read about it.
He promised me. Mr. Delphat promised me that it would be kept confidential.
But he's dead, so all commitments are canceled.
But he assured me that no one would ever know. And now here are the police. Well, what am I going to do? I'm terrified.
Why?
If my husband were to walk in that door right now, how could I explain the presence of a police detective?
You would have to tell him the truth.
The truth?
That I'm here to ask questions because a private investigator who was working for you has just been murdered.
The truth? The truth is, I had hired Lou Delphat to spy. I suppose that's the only word for it. To spy on my husband.
Why?
The usual reason. I'm convinced there's another woman. I wanted Delphat to gather the evidence. One thing I cannot and will not tolerate is adultery.
How long had Mr. Delphat been working for you?
About 6 weeks.
And how much hard evidence had he delivered?
Well,
Yes?
he said there was nothing I could do with just little bits and pieces.
What else did he say? He said he was gathering it all together in one solid package, and soon I could expect to get the whole ball of wax. And how much money had you paid him? Almost $2,000. I see. I saw a great deal at that moment. First, Lou Delfat had been out to squeeze every nickel from Mrs. Soames. Then he'd probably gone to Mr. Soames and was getting money from him to withhold the evidence. She may have caught on to Delfat and killed him. But would she kill him for $2,000? And would her husband kill Delfat just to suppress evidence of infidelity?
Lieutenant,
Yes?
how do you know he was killed in connection with the work he was doing for me? Can't I be kept out? Or why do I have to be dragged into it?
I have no intention of bringing you into it deliberately, Mrs. Soames. But this is a murder investigation, and I must go wherever it leads me.
Why did I ever get into this thing?
She isn't the first woman in the world to ask that question, nor will she be the last. Harold Soames was manager of public relations for the Forrester Group, a big diversified corporation. He was a large, clean-shaven, comfortable-looking man of about 40. He had a good job and was evidently being paid good money.
Please sit down, Lieutenant. Now, what can I do for you?
Did you know a man named Lou Delfat?
Did I know a man named Lou Delfat?
When you phrase your answer that way, Mr. Soames, it means you want some time to think it over.
Providential. Excuse me. Yes? Oh. Tell Mr. Kellogg I'll call him back. No, wait. Just put him on. Jack? I'll talk to you later. I'm in a meeting. Fine. Now, where were we?
Have you decided how you intend to answer my question, Mr. Soames?
It occurs to me, Lieutenant, that you wouldn't be here unless you had grounds to assume that I had been acquainted with Mr. Delfat.
You did know him, then?
Lou Delfat. An obscure, hand-to-mouth, tawdry little hustler. Why would I know him? I'll tell you. It seems my wife had hired him to shadow me.
And how did you find out?
If you know anything about Mr. Delfat's character, I'm sure you've already guessed. He told me so, himself.
And just exactly what did he tell you?
That my wife suspected I was having an affair with another woman. And if I were willing to pay him off, he would stall the whole business. And after a while, he would tell Taya, that's my wife's name, her suspicions were groundless.
Well, weren't you at his mercy? Couldn't he continue to blackmail you? Thus you have a motive for the murder.
I would, if Delfat could have found any evidence, but that would be impossible. There isn't any. I'm not having an affair with anybody.
Therefore you didn't pay him anything?
Why should I?
And how many times did you see Mr. Delfat?
It wasn't necessary for me to see him more than once. After I turned him down, what was there for us to talk about?
And you never heard from him again?
Never.
And you know nothing else about him?
Nothing.
That one meeting between you, where did it take place?
Well, that was in the park, opposite the carousel. And I couldn't help but think, what an innocent place for such a sinister meeting.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, between 4 and 5 weeks ago, I would say.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Soames.
I'm sorry I can't help you, Lieutenant.
But he can. He could solve the crime completely. All he has to do is confess. If his voice sounds familiar, it should. Didn't we hear it before at the very opening of our story? Wasn't he the visitor who delivered those 2 ounces of lead to poor Lou Delfat? Detective Lucille Miller is looking for a murderer, and she has just been talking to him. Life is filled with these little ironies, and so is the second act. humans have a system called crime. Actually, it exists everywhere. It means that among the wounded in time of war or other calamity, those who have the best of chance of recovery are treated first. What it also means is that there are certain others who are going to be left out in the cold. The same principles apply to police work. There are always more crimes than any big city department can handle. And so, choices have to be made by detectives. And since detectives are human beings, there will be considerable use of the intuitive, the subjective, or as it is more commonly known, the gut feeling.
What did I have? The murder of a man who had been aptly described as a tawdry little hustler. Anyone could have killed him for any number of reasons. There were no leads, no clues, no motives, no tangible suspects. There's really nowhere to go. Still, he was a human being, and he deserved a little more of a run for his money.
Oh, what can I tell you, Lieutenant?
Think back, Mrs. Delfat, over something you've already told me. How did you put it? He said he was on to something, the big one. The one we've been waiting for, the gold mine. She was worth $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he say Mrs. Soames was worth $1 million? Had there been something to it?
Well, how would I know? I mean, he just said, okay, you don't have to believe me, but this dame is going to lead us straight to $1 million.
Tell me the names of some of his friends.
What friends? He had guys he drank with, that's all.
Did he ever work with anyone? Use anyone?
He had this picture of himself as a lone wolf. I don't know. Oh, you might talk to Mouse Weber.
Mouse Weber. A familiar name. A petty hanger-on, a runner of errands, a gopher, an occasional police informer. I'd even used him myself once. And let it be known that I wanted to see him.
Who? Delfat? I never heard of him.
That's not what his wife says.
Oh, Delfat. I didn't hear you the first time. I got this trouble with my ears.
Did you know what he was working on?
Well, I mean, how would I know?
Mouse, I need this, and I'll check it up to your account.
Hey, I just remembered. It was the usual stuff for him. Collecting dirt for a divorce, and one night it was the night he was killed. He comes in here, and we have the usual hello, how are you? I see he's flashing a roll. I says to him, hey, Lou, keep that stuff out of sight, my joint like this. And I remember, I'll never forget what he says to me. He says,
Hey, what do you think? Lou Delfat can't handle himself. There's plenty more where this comes from. I got a dame. She thinks her old man's two-timing her. She gives me $200 a week plus expenses to shadow him and collect the evidence.
and I bet you must be in a hurry to deliver it, too.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I got her on a string. And the beauty part is, I got the husband on a string, too.
And?
That was the end of it. We shot the breeze a while, and then he went over to his office where somebody knocked him off.
Who do you think it could have been? And why?
Somebody from this joint. Somebody must have seen a roll of bills and followed them out.
Did he tell you the name of the man he was tailing?
The guy's name is Soames. Harold Soames.
And are you carrying on where Lou left off?
Hey, what are you talking about, Lieutenant?
Have you been following Harold Soames to find out who he's been seeing? So you can get him to pay you to keep your mouth shut?
The Soames guy don't have a dame. He goes to some office building and maybe some restaurants where he meets with some other guys.
Just men?
I have never seen a dame.
And that's what he does every night?
That's all. I'm telling you, there's nothing there.
Which is exactly what Inspector Treadwell said.
There's nothing there, Lucille. Lou Delfat was flashing a roll.
But it wasn't the money Mrs. Soames paid him because he left that in the house. Where did he get it?
He was blackmailing Harold Soames.
How? Harold Soames wasn't having an affair. Why should he pay off? Unless he lied to me.
And if he did, it's not a criminal offense. It's his own domestic affair.
Oh, give me another couple of days on it.
You got no place to go, Lucille. Why can't we just assume that some hoodlum killed him for the money? Makes sense, and it should satisfy everybody.
It doesn't satisfy me.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Perhaps I can do something for you, Mrs. Soames.
What can you do for me?
I can save you some money.
How?
I'm sure you've been approached by a man named Weber.
Weber? Yes, but it's a confidential matter.
I'm sure he's told you that he's an associate of the late Lou Delphat and is willing to continue shadowing your husband.
How did you know?
Mr. Weber, as did Mr. Delphat before him, is only leading you on. There is no evidence of any infidelity on the part of your husband.
Who told you this?
Mr. Weber himself.
Oh.
Now, Mrs. Soames, perhaps you can help me. Your husband knows that he's being watched.
How do you know?
He told me.
He told you? How did you happen to speak to my husband in the first place?
A private investigator who is swindling you is found murdered. You thus become a suspect.
Me?
Technically. And I had reason to believe that the murdered man might have been blackmailing your husband. Thus, Mr. Soames also became a suspect.
You mean Harold knows? He actually knows I've had him watched?
Yes. You seem quite amused by it.
He would be. He's laughing at me.
If he isn't having an affair, why should he allow you to believe he is?
Because, obviously, he wants to make a fool of me.
Now, is it possible he could be doing something else? His frequent absences had aroused your suspicions. You assumed it was another woman. Maybe he wants it that way.
But why?
To prevent you from finding out the nature of his real activity. What sort of criminal activity could he be mixed up in? I saw myself getting nowhere, except perhaps bogged down in a messy marital quarrel. I got a call to report to Inspector Treadwell. I expected him to give me another assignment, and I wasn't going to fight him.
You may have a development in the Delphat case. Something that came in this morning. A hit and run. The victim was Mrs. June Delphat.
June Delphat?
She was killed.
Poor woman. She was really cut up by his death. I guess she didn't know where she was going.
You think it's an accident?
You do have hit-and-run accidents.
Yeah, but this time, I'm not satisfied. First him, now her. Why?
Are you saying it was not an accident?
What I'm saying is maybe you better put a couple of more days on it.
Well, what have we got?
According to eyewitnesses, a big blue sedan.
License plate?
Nobody could get the number. Looked like an in-state tag.
June Delphat. If she was killed deliberately, why?
Somebody might have been afraid she knew too much.
About what? I'm sure she hadn't been holding out on me. She didn't seem to know anything at all. Why couldn't this be exactly what it looked like? Just an unfortunate hit and run. There I was, back on the case, and trying as usual to make bricks without straw.
Hey, Lieutenant, you know you went and ruined it for me with the Soames dame?
Look, be happy you're not in jail, Mouse.
You gonna tip off her old man, too?
Not for a while. Have you made your pitch to him yet?
Who? Me?
Mouse.
Well,
Is he coming across?
Uh-huh,
he is. Why? He's not having an affair. You've got nothing on him. Why is he paying you off?
I don't know, maybe he thinks I've got something on him.
Yes, but what?
If I knew that, I could really make myself a bundle.
He goes out almost every night and meets these men. They all gather somewhere. How do they get there?
They all come in their cars.
Is one of those cars a big blue sedan?
A big blue sedan? Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Is that the one that belongs to Harold Soames?
Nah, he drives a white sports car.
Oh. Well, the next time all those folks get together, I want you to find out the license number of the blue sedan. Nothing happened for the next 2 days. Then on the third night, I got a telephone call.
Lieutenant, this is Mouse Weber.
What's the matter, Mouse?
I want you to come and get me.
Come and get you?
Before they kill me.
Who?
I don't have time to explain that now. I think I shook them off, but they could have followed me here.
Who?
Those guys are out to shoot me.
Where are you?
I'm in a phone booth, corner 9th and Dawson.
You stay right there, Mouse. We'll have a squad car pick you up in less than a minute.
I'm doing what you told me. Now, I follow Harold Soames to this office building at 6th and Wavecrest, okay? Now, maybe half a dozen other guys pull up in their cars and go into the building. Now, one of them's the blue sedan. So I go over and I start writing down a tag number. Suddenly, I hear a shot, a slug, and it whistles past my ear. I see a guy standing there shooting at me.
Can you describe him?
I didn't look at him long enough. I started to run, and he chases me. I duck into an alley. There's a fence. I managed to get over it. He has trouble. So I lose him. And then I call you. Hey, listen, you got to put me in jail.
All right, Mouse, all right. We'll put you away for a while.
Thanks. Give me 90 days at Northern Ridge, will you? I got a lot of friends up there.
Did you get the plate number of the blue sedan?
The plate number? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it right here somewhere. Here. Oh, yeah. U3536.
U3536.
According to the computer, U3536, a blue Townley sedan, is owned by Jackson Kellogg of Sturtevant Crescent.
Jackson Kellogg. Kellogg. And why is that name familiar? Why, indeed. If it has a familiar ring for her, it should also sound like a bell to you. The name has come up before. And while you're thinking about it, we'll take a short intermission, and we shall meet here again in just a few moments for Act 3. Who is Jack Kellogg? There is something about this particular case that seems to be hazardous to the health of many of the people concerned with it. First, Lou Delphat. Then, his wife. And then, someone tried to shoot poor Mouse Weber. It started out as a simple swindle plus a little bit of modest blackmail, which proves, if proof were ever needed, that you can't really keep these things under control.
You mean you know this Jackson Kellogg, Lucille?
No, Inspector, but I've heard the name.
In connection with what? Where?
It was in Harold Soames' office.
There's a tie-in between Soames and Kellogg?
They know each other. I'd gone to see Soames. I asked him if he knew Lou Delphat. He wasn't quite sure how to field the question, and just then his phone rang, and he said to his secretary, "Tell Mr. Kellogg I'll call him back."
Jack Kellogg. Is it the same one?
We picked up Mr. Kellogg, and also Mr. Kellogg's blue Townley sedan. Mr. Kellogg was a bachelor, age 51, who was outraged to think that he could be accused of a hit-and-run killing.
This is monstrous. I deny it.
You have a cracked right headlamp, a dented right fender.
Well, what does that prove?
There are some threads and cloth fragments that had stuck to the bumper. They came from the dress that June Delphat was wearing. Well, Mr. Kellogg?
I refuse to say a word without advice of counsel.
He had the right to call a lawyer, and the lawyer got him a hearing before a judge, and bail was set. He was released pending his trial date. We had him tied in with Harold Soames, but what were these fellows doing? We had a ton of suspicion, but not a single ounce of solid evidence. I'm sorry to bother you again, Mrs. Soames. That's quite all right, Lieutenant. Do you know a Jackson Kellogg? Yes, I know him, I'm sorry to say. Sorry? I think he's responsible for the, what can I call it? The deterioration of my marriage. In what way? A few years ago, he wanted Harold to go into business with him. Computers. Harold would have to put up the money. I have an inheritance from my grandmother. Harold wanted to use it. I turned him down. Why? I never trusted Jack Kellogg. And Harold didn't go into business with him? He did. Where did he get the money? Jack loaned it to him. The company went bankrupt. Did Harold ever pay back Jack Kellogg? I don't know. Certainly not with my money. But, that's when the strain started between us. And how were things before that? We were very much in love. Mrs. Soames, what is your husband up to? I beg your pardon? I don't know what the problem is, but I can tell you that your husband is in some kind of serious trouble. He's keeping dangerous company. Dangerous? You know it's dangerous. I'm sure you've discovered the truth by this time. Have you confronted him with it? I don't know what you're talking about. You could be in danger yourself if someone, and I don't know who that someone is, has any reason to believe that you know too much. Mrs. Soames, you're not helping your husband by keeping silent. I can't tell you anything. You mean you won't? I can't. Well, just think about what I've said. And consider that only the police can help you now. They were up to something. Soames and Kellogg and Company. But what? I decided to see if I could shake Kellogg up a bit.
Why do you want to see me, Lieutenant?
I thought we might be able to help each other, Mr. Kellogg.
Yes? In what way?
You could help me solve several homicides, and I could get you off as lightly as possible.
Did you say homicides? Lieutenant, I'm only being accused of leaving the scene of an accident.
Look, we can't communicate unless we agree on basic definitions. You say you left the scene of an accident. I say you left the scene of a homicide that you yourself committed.
You can't prove that.
I notice you didn't deny it.
How can I dignify such a vicious lie with a denial?
Let me tell you a little story. There was a man named Delphin.
Lieutenant, I am not compelled to put up with your presence here.
To continue, this Delphat was a sleazy little hustler. I don't have to describe him. You know all about him.
I never heard the name in my life.
Moving along, Delphat was hired by a jealous wife, and you know her, Mrs. Taya Soames, to get the evidence on the other woman. She thought her husband was having an affair. Well, Delphat quickly discovered that Harold Soames was not involved with a woman, but with something far more serious. Here was a blackmail opportunity beyond Delphat's most extravagant dreams of avarice. And he just blundered into it. So you tell me, what is it?
What is what?
Let's go through the heavies. Drugs, smuggling, espionage.
Oh, how would I know?
You're part of it, Mr. Kellogg.
It seems to me you're doing a great deal of theorizing and guessing.
But I'm right. And it wasn't enough to get rid of Delphat. There was the possibility that he might have talked to his wife. So to be on the safe side, you arranged to kill her also. And then we have Mouse Weber.
You are mentioning all of these names. I never heard of these people.
Mouse approaches Harold Soames. The same business. Blackmail. Mouse, of course, thinks it's simple adultery. Soames stalls Mouse until you folks decide what to do about it. I don't know who tried to shoot Mouse. I'm sure Soames killed Lou Delphat, and you ran down Delphat's wife.
You can't prove anything.
Perhaps not. But I can destroy you, Mr. Kellogg.
No? How?
You're part of an organization. You must be.
Oh, really?
Truly. We'll keep you under constant surveillance.
You won't find anything.
Yes, but your organization will be unable to use you. They won't dare take a chance, because you're obviously under suspicion. How long can you last under those conditions?
I find this a most amusing story, Lieutenant.
But a serious one. In your type of activity, no one is as vulnerable as the person who is no longer useful. Well, I thought we'd have this little exploratory discussion. I'll leave my card, just in case you begin to worry and decide to call me. He began to worry sooner than I thought. That night, I'd just gone home when the telephone rang. Hello?
Lieutenant Miller.
Yes?
This is Jackson Kellogg.
Yes, Mr. Kellogg.
I wonder if you and I, unofficially of course, off the record, might have another exploratory discussion.
I'm available.
This would have to be conducted with a great deal of discretion.
Of course.
Now, it couldn't be at my home, nor at police headquarters.
I understand.
There is a rest area just past exit 57 on the interstate, northbound.
Yes, I know it.
Now, I can be there in an hour. Oh, incidentally, I wasn't driving my car that day. It was Harold Soames.
I called Inspector Treadwell. The rule in our department is that nobody goes anywhere without a backup. Inspector Treadwell picked me up, and we headed for the meeting place. It was a very bright night with a full moon. Just up ahead was the big blue sedan. Inspector, I'd better talk to him alone. The sight of another cop might be too much for him. Mr. Kellogg? I'm here, Mr. Kellogg. Inspector Treadwell. Look. Someone else got here first. There was a small, dark hole on the side of his forehead, with just a tiny trickle of blood. His hands were gripping the steering wheel. He was staring straight ahead. It was hard to believe he was dead. And then suddenly, he slumped forward. And there could be no doubt. It had to be Soames.
Why do you say that?
Soames knew I was aware of a connection between himself and Kellogg.
How did he know?
How? When I get a tough one, I like to take it home and sleep on it. Of course, I can't fall asleep until I get the answer. And just before midnight, it came to me. The only way Soames could have known about my interest in Kellogg. I called Inspector Treadwell.
What?
I remembered exactly. I was talking to Mrs. Soames. It was just after June Delphat had been run down. I asked her if she knew a Jackson Kellogg. Well, she knows him. She doesn't like him. She holds him responsible for the deterioration of her marriage.
Are you saying she might have killed Kellogg?
No, but she's too determined to find out what her husband is up to. I'm afraid Thea Soames is next.
Soames' wife?
We have a case here where anyone who might know something is killed very quickly.
What can we do?
I'm going over to talk to her.
At this hour?
Good evening, Lieutenant. It's just about morning. Is your husband home? No. He's out, as usual. Did you wish to speak with him? Yes. It's about the murder a few hours ago of a friend of his, Jackson Kellogg. Kellogg? Murdered? Are you surprised? No. More important, do you know what your husband is doing? Yes. It's illegal, of course. Yes. It's already involved him in murder. Perhaps. For his sake and for yours, you should talk to me. I know. But I can't. Why not? Whatever he's done to me, however he may have broken the law, he's still my husband. I won't betray him. A pity he doesn't feel that way about you. He's going to kill you. How can you say that? He's involved in an activity that must be kept secret. Any outsider who knows anything is quickly done away with. He wouldn't kill me.
What's this talk of killing?
Harold, you're home.
You come calling late, Lieutenant.
I came here, Mr. Soames, to ask about the murder of your friend Jack Kellogg.
Jack? Murdered?
You know it.
How?
You did it.
You have nothing but guesses, Lieutenant. Thea, they have no evidence, All we must do is remain silent.
Yes, Mrs. Soames, remain silent. While he continues to make a fool of you.
She's lying.
Am I lying? Mrs. Soames, this is the man who neglects you, who no longer has any sort of meaningful life with you.
Taya, darling.
Oh, when was the last time he called you darling? Think. When was the last time he took you in his arms? When was the last time he made you feel that the two of you were the whole world? When was the last time he was sweet and tender? When, Mrs. Soames, when? It's espionage.
Taya!
They're spies. He and Kellogg and 5 or 6 others. Don't move, Mr. Soames.
She's lying.
You laughed at me, Harold. You thought you could leave me alone night after night and make a joke of it.
Taya, if you don't say another word, we can get out of this.
We? There's a group of them. They all have good jobs. They're all respectable. They've all sold their souls. They gather information, all kinds of information. Political, social, economic, industrial. They evaluate it and write it up and send it out to...
For heaven's sake. I needed the money. You always had plenty. And you wouldn't let go of 15 cents. I got into debt. I owed Kellogg $50,000. He said he could show me a quick way to make a fortune. That's how I got into it.
But what did you need the money for? We had enough to live on.
Maybe you and I have different ideas on how to live.
What had begun for him as merely an attempt to make some money had acquired great importance. He became a key member of the organization. Actually, the hitman and executioner. Why do people do these things? I don't know. I'm a cop, not a psychiatrist. I only know we broke up an espionage ring just because a jealous wife hired a greedy private detective who tried in vain to work both sides of the street.
And that's how so many of them are solved. By serendipity. That's also how America was discovered. After all, Columbus was looking for India. And if you're looking for me, you just sit right there. No serendipitous voyages are necessary. I shall return shortly. Our story is called The Blue Sedan because it once again emphasizes the values of what we were talking about before. Serendipity.
CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. October 31st is a date of deep antiquity. In the Christian calendar, it is the day before All Souls Day, All Hallows Day, the eve of which is known as Halloween. A time for trick-or-treat and benevolent mischief, long celebrated by children. But the history of this eve is mephistic and malevolent. In the Celtic calendar, those brooding, dark, bloody people celebrated it as the last day of the year, a day given over to witches and warlocks and their sinful and wicked revels.
We found her this morning, ma'am, just the other side of Grant's Woods. The child was dead.
Oh, my dear. How?
Well, that's the question. She'd been savaged by... Well, if it wasn't for the fact we ain't had a panther or a cougar or a mountain lion in this area for the last 20 years, I'd figure one of them for the cause.
It wasn't... What do you figure?
Well, Miss Taylor, that's just what brought me to you.
Our mystery drama, The Queen of Cats, written especially for the Mystery Theater by Ian Martin, and stars Tammy Grimes. I'll be back shortly with Act One. If I were to mention casually lycanthropy, kinanthropy, or let's say versipellis, I doubt if the words would stir any emotion. But if you knew that all these terms apply to the transmigration not only of souls, but of bodies, further than that, if you knew they apply to the unholy and unnatural exchange of the human body for that of an animal, if you are informed that these words are part of the glossary that refers to the werewolf specifically and in all his forms, would you not feel a run of icy fingers down the backbone, a clutch of terror in the throat, a desperate feeling to cry out, "Let me wake up, I don't want to live this nightmare"? If you don't, just turn off the dial. But if you do, don't go away.
They are hunting me down again. They are hunting me down tonight again. As they have through all recorded history. The bullets whistle through the air and shoot home as they thud and flee. In other words, they would have been arrows before that spears. The same swish. The same flunk as they find a mark. Only century after century they travel faster and make more noise. Yet today I have less concern. For I know none of the weapons turned against me. Lest I knew it. The sharp open stake is a literary anachronism. Besides, even if I'm hit, what does it matter? I have 99 times 9 lives to use up since the dawn of time. 9 times more than a lesser god. I am a cat. Now behave yourself. Plenty for all. Napoleon, here. Marie Antoinette, behave yourself and okay. Now then, there we are. Plenty for all. Good wholesome food. Oh dear. Why do people always drop in unexpectedly at dinner time? Coming! All right, now be good, Kitty. Maybe a new brother or sister is coming to join you. Yes, can I help you?
Sheriff Lige Bascom, ma'am. I wondered if I could come in for a short spell.
Why, you're more than welcome, Sheriff. Can I get you some tansy tea?
No, I reckon not, ma'am. The reason I come by...
Sorry I don't have anything stronger. I know how you men are.
No, it ain't that, Miss Taylor. I'm here strictly on business.
Oh. Well, won't you sit down anyway?
You suppose there might be somewhere a bit more private than...
Than here in front of all my boys and girls busy at a hearty meal? Of course. Let's go out of the kitchen and go into the sitting room. Don't use it all that much being alone, so I hope it's fit to visit in.
I'm sure it will be just right, Miss Taylor. Now, I'm sorry to have to bring this up, but it's sort of a question about your cats.
What about them?
Well, you gotta admit you got a powerful lot of them.
I do. I know my neighbors figure me in my text, but I don't want to be just plain human. I want to be humane.
Ma'am, I don't mean to score you, but...
These Rockies, we're lucky enough to live and breathe in, are one of this country's great natural preserves. But we got outsiders come by the thousands from the east and the south, the north and the far west. We make them welcome here. And all we ask is they leave it the same as they come. So why did they leave all the debris behind them? The garbage is nothing. We can pick it up or let it rot into the earth. The animals are something else again.
The animals?
Pets, birds, dogs, raccoons, whatever. But most of all, the easiest animal to take advantage of, the cat. They fondle them, feed them, and pet them for a quick summer. And then, when they head for their real home, they even defend for themselves. You think me loco because I gather the strays and give them a home?
I didn't say that.
You didn't have to.
I reckon I do now.
Oh, why?
Well, I don't want to make this any more unpleasant than it has to be, ma'am, but, well, one of the Clark children, Susie to be exact, going on 16, disappeared last night. We found her early this morning in Silver Mine Woods, just the other side of Grant's Clearing.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't think so, ma'am. The child was dead.
Oh, my dear. How?
Well, that's the question. She'd been savaged by... Well, if I didn't know we haven't had a panther or a cougar or a mountain lion in this area in the last 20 years, I might figure something like that for the culprit.
And if you don't figure something like that, what do you?
Well, ma'am, no one of them alone, of course, but if they was in a pack...
Are you trying to suggest that my cats could have been responsible?
Well, I'm only doing my duty by asking questions.
And then let me answer them for you. I have 63 cats, each of which has a name, and each one is just as different as you and me. I let them run free, but they cannot go beyond the fence I keep them inside of. Silver Mine Woods is at least 4 or 5 miles beyond my compound, and every one of my cats is accounted for as of this minute and last night. And the door out is through the parlor arch to the left.
Oh, now, it ain't exactly me, Miss Taylor. It's the rest of the town. This isn't the first accident of this kind that we've had since...
Since I came to town?
Well, since you took to collecting all them cats.
And since when has that been a crime?
Well, it ain't exactly a crime, ma'am. Now, Miss Taylor, I'm asking you to be reasonable. The people in this town are up in arms. That poor child was badly mutilated, and
they want to blame it on my little pussycats. Let them prove my little boarders were responsible.
Well, maybe they can't, but can you prove they weren't? Ma'am, I got a woman here. They are forming a citizens committee.
Vigilantes, more like.
Well, I hope it won't come to that. No, they mean to go to law first.
All right. I'll meet them attorney for attorney.
Well, that could be an expensive process. And you'll be hard put to find any local lawyer who'd want to represent you in this. It wouldn't make him a heap of friends.
Down port one if I have to.
Yeah, I was afraid you might be stubborn. Anyways, meantime, I have a warrant here to search the premises.
What for?
Evidence of any kind. I'd like to see the cats.
I'd better come with you.
Why, are you afraid they might tear me apart?
My cats are as gentle as babies. I just want to make sure you don't do any harm to them. I knew it would come to this sooner or later. I could move on or fight. For me, there was no choice. I had to protect my cats. I wasn't going to be ousted. I would stay and fight.
This is the office of Anthony Reddick, attorney at law. Well, come in. The door's open. Mr. Reddick isn't here, but I expect him back from court any moment. Be with you in a minute. Please, sit down. Yes, sir. Well, you see, I'm not his regular secretary. I'm just his landlord. Yes, sir. I'll tell Mr. Reddick to call you back. Ma'am, did you want to see Mr. Reddick?
Quiet, Harris. Yes, miss, I do.
He should be back any moment. Could you wait?
I think so. I'm quite good at it.
I'm sure he could make time to see you.
I'm sure he could, since he doesn't have any other clients.
I beg your pardon? That's not true.
Of course it is. That's why I'm here. But it's very brave of you to cover up for him.
I'm not covering up. But as his secretary...
Oh, my dear, you're not his secretary.
How do you know?
Because I'm a very old lady who knows a great deal more about too many things than possibly she ought to.
Hey, Carrie, I'm sorry, but they didn't have any yogurt.
This is a client, Tony. I didn't have a chance to get her name.
Hush, Harris. My name is Mrs. Taylor, Mr. Reddick.
Well, how do you do? Honey, Carrie, you want to take the groceries while I take Mrs. Taylor into the office and, hey, that's quite an amazing cat.
Yes, she's my most favorite. Although one shouldn't have favorites.
What breed is she?
I don't think Harris could be confined to any one breed. She's unique. Very special cat. And original. Shall we all go in together?
Oh, I don't think I'd
I didn't mean you, dear. I meant Mr. Reddick and me and Harris. You see, she and I are never really separated. I saw the girl's puzzled look, but I didn't stop to explain. How could I? That Harris was my other self. Or one of them. My mirror image. Or one of them. I wondered to myself as I followed this young man to his inner office what he might think if he could see Harris. Human shape. That other reflection of me. Someday he would. For he drew me, this young man with his blonde Viking looks and the sinuous, easy ripple of his muscles that I could see beneath his clothes as he moved. It was a long time. And desire, like a sleeping snake, uncoiled and undulated all along the old body I had lived in too long. But first came safety, as I told him, what had brought me there.
Well, from what you tell me, I don't think you have any real problem, Mrs. Taylor.
But you're afraid to take my case.
I didn't say that.
Then why do you hesitate?
Well, I am a lawyer. I should take a look into it first of all.
You think my cats are responsible for the child's death?
Not if what you tell me is true.
Hush, Harris. You see, it isn't only my cats I'm afraid for.
I beg pardon?
Mass hysteria. Mob violence. I'm an old woman alone. I could be in danger, too. I need help. Please.
I don't think you have anything to be afraid of. Well, neither of us do. If you want me, Mrs. Taylor, you have me. And like they say in the old funny story, that goes for your cat, too.
Nothing to be afraid of. Oh, my naive and trusting young lawyer, my need for you was far different than the other life force which drove me to reach for sustenance, but no less strong. You were my desire, my blonde and trusting love god. And although you couldn't know it yet, like the queen bee and the chosen drone, your fate was written in fire and destruction. Your doom was sealed.
The nightmare has only begun. The fabric of it still in the weaving. The terror and disaster and agony not yet stitched into the tapestry. Remember, I said in the beginning, no need to listen unless you couldn't resist. For those of you who can't, I shall return shortly with Act 2. A sweet old lady, Sarah Taylor, lives with 63 stray cats that she cares for. Many people, out of compassion, are kind enough to sacrifice something of themselves to help and care for defenseless and abandoned animals. But this old lady is a very special lady, a Halloween figure of monstrous and terrifying evil. If you haven't guessed that already, you will shortly begin to find out.
Hush, my darling. Your mother is taking care of all of you. You have nothing to fear. Let those who move against us learn to cower in terror. As long as the knees through, we rule the nights. Ours is the power and the glory. You will inherit the world, and I am your queen in whatever guise I choose to cloak myself. You like me as I am now, huh? As I was in my first reincarnation, Harshwola. Oh, in disguise I could hold the world in thrall. But I need the flesh of virgins to keep this flesh whole and viable, and the chase is seldom worth the effort. Still, this one time, perhaps, there is a full moon, and whenever the need arises, I shall take your shape, our shape, my original form, and stalk my prey.
Come in.
Excuse me, Tony, but the sheriff is here to see you.
Oh, well, show him in, Carrie.
I'm already on my way, Mr. Reddy. Hey, mighty good-looking new secretary you got.
Well, that isn't my secretary. It's my fiancée.
Oh, well now, it's a pleasure to meet up with you, ma'am. You're not from these parts.
Oh, up north. Collins. But we met in the east at college. Carrie, this is Sheriff Elijah Bascom.
Howdy.
How are you, Sheriff?
Well, a lot better just to see someone as pert and pretty as you, ma'am. Tony, when's a big day?
Ooh, late spring, I guess, soon as Carrie's graduated.
I'm just out here on a visit, Sheriff. Between terms. I do get to miss the man.
I wonder, Miss Chisholm, if you could leave me here with Tony, Mr. Reddy, for a minute. I got some official business with him.
Oh, of course.
Look, honey, why don't you go back to the hotel? You don't have to tie yourself up here.
But I like it here. Besides, I have some official business with you myself. Just as soon as you're free. Bye, Sheriff. Nice meeting you.
Bye, Miss Chisholm. Tony, why'd you have to go mix into this whole mess with Sarah Taylor and her damn cats?
I think the town is giving a very sweet and kind old lady a raw deal.
Sweet and kind, my foot. She's a crack brain.
Not just because she digs cats.
One cat, two, three, four maybe, but 63? Now, come on. You think that's natural?
For her, yeah, she's a little eccentric, but you know as well as I do that she isn't breaking any laws. What's the idea of harassing her? You know, you're leaning on her, Leach.
Sure, I'm leaning on her. You want to know why? Because the whole town's scared and is pushing and pressuring me.
Now, you don't seriously think these mysterious deaths in the past year have anything to do with her cats? Where's the evidence?
Well, there isn't any. You know, I know these girls weren't mauled by any house cat, or even a whole pack of them.
Everybody in town knows that. Knows that it's one big cat we got to hunt down.
But that we haven't been able to. And that's what's getting to the people.
It's still no reason to start picking on a poor old lady who gives shelter to animals that human beings have abandoned. I sure to get a medal instead of threats and abuse.
Oh, son, there's just no sense to a mob, and that's what this town is becoming. I gotta stop it while I still got some control. That Ms. Taylor and her army of cats is just like lighting a match next to a short fuse. We gotta find out what animal's out there in the dark, sure. But till we do, we also gotta get rid of all them cats, or this town's gonna explode high, wide, and fancy.
Oh, my innocent and beautiful one. My naive Adonis. How simple all problems seem to the young. Why should you draw me so close? I who have known the heights and the depths, to whom all carnal knowledge is not only familiar, but a frequent indulgence. And yet, the old, inescapable desire, the hope and compulsion makes the phoenix rise again and again from the ashes. It was the girl who began it all. She walked into my parlor by herself.
Mrs. Taylor?
Yes?
I don't know if you remember me, but...
Of course I do, my dear. You were that nice girl in Mr. Reddick's office.
Who wasn't his secretary. As you guessed, somehow. I don't know how.
That wasn't very complicated. What brings you here?
I'm just here visiting Tony, and I'm renting a room. Whoever was there before me picked up this poor little kitten and made it a pet. Then when her vacation was over, walked out and left it behind. The landlady won't take him, and I'm going back to college where they don't allow pets in my dorm. I was wondering if maybe...
Of course, my dear. Come right in. Just let me take care of you. First of all, give me the little kitty. Has he been fed?
Oh, yes.
Then we'll just put him out with the rest of the boys and girls to play. You see, they have the whole backyard to frolic in. It's over an acre. No. Playtime isn't over. No one comes back in the house yet. Here's a new friend for you. Sometimes they really are a handful.
I don't know how you manage without any help.
No, I manage. I'm not completely alone, you know. I have a relative is always with me. Tell me, did Tony send you?
Tony? No. Why?
I thought he might be doing a little checking up on me before he takes me as his client.
Oh, no. Honestly, this was my idea. I don't meddle in Tony's business ever.
Then I'm sure you'll make him a very good wife. You are going to be married, aren't you?
Oh, yes. This spring when I graduate.
So, what is it you study that is so important?
Oh, a sort of obscure field that I'm sure you wouldn't be very interested in. Parapsychology.
Just what is that?
Well, it's the study of, experiences and happenings beyond a natural explanation.
You mean the supernatural?
Well, depending on the definition.
I mean ghosts and spirits and vampires and werewolves and the like.
Well, that's why it's sort of hard to explain to someone who... Well, I don't mean you couldn't understand, but... Well, it's a science. See, not a superstition. The real supernatural. Something we aren't yet ready to explain. Like ESP.
ESP?
Extrasensory perception. It's like clairvoyance or precognition.
My, such big words.
I didn't mean to be a bore.
Oh, not at all, my dear. You have all my interest. Tell me, are you like that? I mean, can you see things in advance or get messages from another world?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I think. That's why I'm studying, but... Well, I haven't yet proved it all the way.
Maybe it would be better if you didn't. Tell me, when do you have to go back east?
Well, Tony's driving me to Denver on Tuesday. I fly from there.
Then you only have a couple of days left?
That's right. Then I disappear.
Disappear? Tell me, are you going straight back to college or university or whatever you call it?
College. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going straight back. I guess it's a little wanderlust. But I'm making a couple of stopovers on the way. Drop in on some old friends.
Going to be out of touch,
Well, never really thought of it that way. But yeah, I guess I am. I really must run now. I can't thank you enough about the kitten. And I guess maybe I should say goodbye.
Of course. I shouldn't think we'll be seeing each other again. Goodbye, my dear.
Goodbye.
You might tell your Tony I'd like to see him as soon as he has time for me. I watched her move away from me, lithe, long-limbed, her stride loose and easy with the spring of youth. How I envied her for being young and for being carefree and for knowing that soon she would be beside that vital man, Tony, touching, loving, and being loved. The winds of change are blowing again. I feel the pull of the moon, the call of all the ancient carnal appetites stirring in me, the heady scent of blood in my nostrils. Death is in the air. I feel its trailing scarves touching me like smoke, swirling about me, tempting me to destruction. But whose destruction? And is it worth the risk?
The musings of Sarah Taylor, a kindly little old woman with a fondness for cats. Is she becoming senile, and is her brain stocked with the dreams of madness? Or is she something so primarily malevolent that she stretches beyond the borders of our belief? I shall return shortly with Act 3. In J.M. Barrie's play, Peter Pan, The tiny sliver of darting, reflecting light, who is called Tinkerbell, when she is dying and fading from the light of the world, is revived by Peter Pan's fervent plea to the audience. If you believe in fairies, clap your hands, and Tinkerbell will be saved. Or words to that effect. It is an appeal that never fails. Young and old find themselves responding, even vocally, and certainly from the heart. Do we believe as profoundly, or even more so, in the spirits of darkness and terror and total destruction? It's a question you may answer for yourself after the conclusion of our tale. Yes?
Mr. Reddick? Tony?
They're speaking. Miss Taylor?
Yes. I was wondering, did that sweet child, Carrie, give you my message?
Well, yes, ma'am, she did. I was going to call you first thing this morning, but you beat me to it. I didn't want to call too early.
Heavens, I've been up since dawn. My kiddies wake me with the sun. I've just been waiting till you got to your office. Even thought you might be later, with a young lady to dally with.
Well, there hasn't been much time for dalliance. I was up all night with the sheriff hunting that panther, the cougar, whatever it is we got killing here.
Does that mean you ain't coming out to see me?
What? No, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to you myself. I'll be out to see you right after lunch.
That's right, nice. I'll be looking for you.
Morning, Tony.
Hey, darling, I thought you'd still be catching some shut-eye after last night. I didn't know you were here.
You were on the phone. I didn't want to barge right in.
Well, the door was open.
I know. I couldn't help overhearing the end of your conversation. You were talking to the cat lady.
Yeah, gotta go out there and see her later and break some bad news to her. But first, we forget that and proceed to this. Now
that's the way to start a day.
Yeah, and finish it. You have to go back to that damn university.
I thought I did. I'm beginning to wonder if I should.
Hey, now, wait a minute. With your degree right around the corner, I don't want to interfere with that.
You come first in my life, Tony.
I'll buy that, with reservations. I mean, honey, we had it all planned.
I know. That was before I began to get the bad vibes.
About us?
Mainly you. I get this message that you're in danger.
Me?
Both of us.
How?
I don't quite know. Well, I know you kind of laugh about ESP.
Now, wait, whoa, I don't laugh at it. I just don't buy it.
Maybe you'd better.
What are you talking at?
It's something to do with that Mrs. Taylor. She isn't what she seems to be.
She isn't just a sweet old lady with a thing for stray cats?
I mean, she isn't just a sweet old lady.
You mean she's right off the tracks?
No, I mean a whole lot more than that. Oh, Tony, hold me a minute.
Hey.
I'm scared.
Come on, hey, take it
right
easy.
Down to my heels.
Come on, sit down here. Get here. Yeah, that's better. All right, now come on, level. What is this?
I don't know how to tell you. Tony,
Mm-hmm.
you and the sheriff and a bunch of others were out all night hunting.
Yeah.
Did you see any signs of this big cat, this whatever it is, that killed that young girl?
No.
Were there any tracks around where it happened?
No, and the ground was soft enough so there should have been. That's why folks got the notion that maybe it wasn't one big one, but a whole lot of small ones that did the damage.
Were there any small tracks?
No.
So how did a big cat like a panther get to that girl?
I don't know. Honey, what are you getting at?
3 other girls were killed this year, weren't they?
Yes.
When?
I don't know. Let's see. One early in February, then in May sometime, then the one before this, and... Well, wait a minute. I know just when it was. It was August 1st, the day after my birthday.
Candidness, rudeness, malice, and now Halloween.
Hey, Carrie, hang in there. You sound like you're going around a bend.
I'm turning some strange corners and finding myself in dark, evil places. But I can't help it. I told you I was getting bad vibes.
Look, hon, if messing around in parapsychology and metaphysics is going to get you like this, maybe you shouldn't go back to college.
It isn't parapsychology. Exactly. It's just... Tony, part of our courses are not in science, but in history. I mean, we have to study the Kabbalah, demonology, witchcraft, and so on.
But that's just superstition, a perversion of anything that's really scientifically supernatural.
Right at this moment, I'm not sure, Tony. Oh, don't go and see Mrs. Taylor, please.
Honey, I've got to. She's a client. And why not?
Because it's full moon. It's Halloween. And whether or not you think I'm crazy, I think she's a witch.
Witch. The meddling little fool with her childish dabblings into a world far beyond her. If she thought she had special perceptions, had she no knowledge of how rudimentary they were, and how sophisticated and total mine are? But now she has loosed the winds of disaster, and no one can blow them out but themselves. Unless both she and her man-slave are destroyed before their knowledge can infect and drive an already uneasy town into an unchecked witch hunt. But first, one last effort to calm his suspicions. And someone better than me for that. Harris, the spellbinding, the sensual, the supreme, salacious epitome of man's basest desire. Yes, mistress of my soul. Harris, my domestic familiar, I give you back your own shape as you began when you first evolved from the cat, and I adjure you this: capture and enslave the young man Tony Reddick. Wash his mind of all suspicion of me and us and ours and of the child woman who put it there. It shall be done. It will be done. I so command you in the name of him whose name must never be said aloud. Do not fail. I will not fail. If you do, you will send us back to full slavery as a beast, and you and I will cease to exist from now till the end of time. Go. He's here. Won't you come in?
Well, thank you. I wanted to see Mrs. Taylor. Is she in?
She's not feeling too well.
Oh.
She's in bed. She asked me to see you instead. I'm her niece. Harris, roll up.
Oh, well, how do you do? I hadn't known that Mrs. Taylor had someone living with her until Carrie, that's Miss Chisholm, my fiancée, mentioned something about it today.
I just arrived.
Are you from America?
No, I'm from Europe. Transylvania.
Well, that's in Romania. How did you get a visa?
Oh, I got it.
I didn't mean to be nosy. I can see where most things aren't too difficult for you, Miss, Roland?
I prefer first names. Mine is Harris. And yours is Tony?
Yeah, well, that's close enough. It sounds better.
So, what did you want to see my aunt about?
Well, that's kind of a long, complicated story, Miss, Harris.
Is it about the cats?
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah. Harris, I'm going to level with you. You know there have been some strange deaths around here.
I know. But you know these little cats were not responsible.
Well, if it was a big mountain cat of some kind, we'd have flushed them out by now. I know damn well it couldn't have been the ordinary little cats.
Then what? Or who?
Not who. No human being could have mauled anyone the way those kids were torn up.
So? What?
I don't know. I've had an explanation that I can't quite dig, or believe.
Would I believe it?
Why, I won't try you. Look, let me talk to you.
No, you can't go in there.
I've got to now. Let me go.
You really want me to?
I don't mean to be ungallant, but...
You can't be unfeeling also. You're a very attractive man.
Well, you're a very tempting woman.
Let me tempt you.
You got me too late. I'm a good boy now.
Are you so sure? Kiss me.
Oh, come
But
on.
not like a good boy. Like a very bad boy.
Yeah, wow. What are you after?
Sooner or later, what I need from everyone, your immortal soul. Kiss me again.
No. Look, this... Harris?
Yes.
But... You're not. You're changing as I look at you. You're Sarah Taylor. Carrie was right. You are.
Damn you to eternal hell. If I cannot destroy you in one shape, I will go through all of them to stop you. And all meddlers in our world. Die, fool. Die. No one must know my secret.
How is he, Sheriff?
Well, I can't rightly tell you, Miss Chisholm. He wasn't marked up too bad, but he sure lost a lot of blood.
What happened?
He got me. I had a show cause order from the health department. I took it out to Miss Taylor's. Well, when I got there, the door was open. I didn't get no answer, and when I went in, well, that's when I found Tony.
Where was Mrs. Taylor?
I don't know. Unless one of them cats carried her off.
A cat?
Look, ma'am, I got there just at dusk, and I had a deputy with me. Now, we both seen a big mountain cat. Only one such I never seen. Loping away just as we got there. I sent a couple of shots after her, but I missed.
But it wasn't carrying anyone.
Oh, no. If it was an animal like that, well, there must have been two. And the first one carried off Miss Taylor.
Or the one you shot at was Mrs. Taylor.
Now, Miss Chisholm, I listened to all you said, but I'm a plain man, and even at Halloween, I don't take so good to tricks and superstition.
Okay, you don't believe me.
Now, I ain't had no college education.
Never mind that. You have a posse going hunting that cat?
Sure have. It's caused enough damage.
Can I come along?
Oh, no, I don't know about that. But...
Elijah Baskin, you know my father was D.J. Chisholm. He taught me to shoot and handle a gun since the day I was 12. It's the day of women's liberation, and besides, I'm the only one of you can carry an old Sharps rifle that's fitted to fire its own ammo.
Yeah, but it ain't much of a recommendation.
You better change your mind. The bullets in my magazine bag are the only thing that'll bring your black mountain cat down.
They're hunting me down through the night again, as they have through all recorded history. The bullets whistle through the air and chunk home into trees. In other years, there have been arrows before that speed. Same swish, same thunk as they found the mark. Only century after century, they travel faster and make more noise. And even if I am hit, what does it matter? I have 9 times 99 lives to use up. Even more than the lesser gods. And no bullet that is not blessed by St. Hubert can touch me. And who in the 20th century ever heard of St. Hubert, let alone werewolf? But someone... That was no ordinary bullet. Oh, no, not the end. The end of time, of timeless time. And yet, I know
I guess I owe you an apology, Miss Chisholm.
Why?
Well, you was the one who brought that cat down.
I only fired the gun. The bullet found the mark,
You aimed it.
but God drove it home.
Pardon?
You know my daddy belonged to a little church way up in the hills north of here? I don't even know to this day what denomination it was, but it was called St. Hubert's. My daddy always said he was the patron saint of hunters, and he claimed every bullet he owned was blessed by the church. It was one of those I fired. But I fired at a black cat.
Good Lord. That wasn't no black cat we hit. It's a young woman.
Watch.
Well, the shape is changing. Well, that's Miss Taylor.
Whatever her real name was. Look now.
Oh. There ain't nothing left but decaying flesh. Oh, and even that's gone now. It's just a skeleton.
The bones of which are turning to dust. You know something, Sheriff? No one will ever believe what we have seen. Something as old as time. A werewolf in all its aspects. Best of which is dead. Forever.
Isn't that a nice, gruesome little tale for Halloween? I hope you enjoyed it, or at least were caught in its spell. If you were, have no worries, because I can assure you that, like the witch in the Wizard of Oz, ding dong, this wicked old witch is dead. I'll be back shortly.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Though we may know more about our universe, we hope for less. We have learned there are barriers we cannot penetrate, distances we cannot travel, spaces we cannot enter, or if we do, cannot return from. On Mystery Theater this time, an adventure into the infinite. I guarantee you won't come back from it feeling as you did when you tuned in.
Trevor, transfer me into your dimension. I'll take my chances of getting back. Don't take her. Take me instead.
My instructions were specific, and they do not include you.
You told me that you had to restructure your civilization. You will not find another single human being as well informed on command, control, telemetry as myself. Take me. I can benefit your dimension more than she can, more than anyone.
I was charged to transfer your wife, a human female. Our race is dying out. We need more than brains, Professor. We need bodies.
Our drama, The Intruder, inspired by a Jules Verne story, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by James Agate Jr. and stars Norman Rose and Grace Matthews. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Lest any of you think we're about to penetrate a brainstorm of scientists, add a dollop of science fiction and science fact, explore the land of equations run by cosmologists, you're right. We are. First, though, let's go a little east of Denver on a spring day where a sweet-faced woman is tending her garden. If you were to ask her some scientific question, she might say she didn't know which end of a telescope to look into. Don't be fooled by that. She knows.
Mrs. Melville? Excuse me, could you tell me where I would find the house of Mrs. Philip Melville?
I'm Mrs. Melville.
Oh, well, I'm Jack Slater of the Cornwall News.
Oh, yes.
I'm a reporter and a feature writer with the News. Now, I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
Are you sure you want to speak to me and not my husband? He's the one who's up for the Nobel Prize.
Well, the first thing my editor told me to ask you was, would Philip Melville be up for that prize if it were not for you, Mrs. Melville?
Oh, what a nonsensical question. And you can tell your editor I said so. When my husband started as a space systems engineer, there was no such thing as materials technology. The entire concept, from remote sensing to welding and bonding techniques, grew up with him.
You certainly seem to know about space.
Oh, not really. You pick up a little here and a little there. Now, if what your editor wants is one of those sentimental, the little woman behind the man features, you're wasting your time. My husband does his job, I do mine.
But what about your book, Mrs. Melville?
Oh, that. You want to talk about that?
You have written one of the most lucid and admired books of essays in the country. Another story about you isn't going to hurt sales now, is it?
Oh, it's very nice of you to wish to interview me, but honestly, if I don't sell one more book, I'll still be quite pleased.
Mother!
Oh, that's Robbie, my son. You must excuse me. You do understand, don't you? It's his first day home from college.
Yes, sure, of course. One more question.
Oh, now ask it quickly.
Mrs. Melville, you had a normal college education. You married Philip Melville, a young scientist. It's now 20 years later, and yet your book speaks with a voice that is as authoritative and comforting as any of the great religious and philosophical leaders. Now, can you explain that?
Certainly. Perhaps in 20 years, some of my husband's genius rubbed off on me.
Mother, how about some...
Oh, coming, Robbie! Well, Robbie, you haven't said a word since you began wolfing down those pancakes. Now, don't tell me my hand has lost its touch.
No. Mm-mm. Beautiful. Light, airy, yummy.
Yummy? Where'd you pick up that word?
Oh, everybody uses it at college.
Yummy? Huh. Well, how does it feel to be home?
Oh, fine, great. Humongous.
Humongous?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it means super marvelous, what it sounds like.
Robbie, it sounds like kindergarten, not second year at State U. Well, have you called Jane?
No.
Not yet?
That's right. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Where's Dad?
Robbie, when you go out into the world, you'll find there are no vacations between semesters. Have you ever seen your father home in the daytime, even Sundays? Good thing, too. I'd never get my work done.
No, you wouldn't.
Robbie, you don't fool me. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
Well, of course I do. Everybody does.
Well, that's better. For a moment there, I thought, State U never read book reviews. Well, you haven't said anything about it since you got home.
Well, I didn't really know what to say.
Aren't you even going to congratulate me? It's a bestseller, believe it or not.
Sure, Mother. Sure.
Well, I don't expect you to have read it. It took your father a whole month to get around to it, and that was only because they kidded him up at the Space Center, so he had to. And even he liked it.
He's, coming home for supper, isn't he?
Supper? Robbie, we haven't had supper in this household ever. What's the matter with your memory? A giant-sized dinner is more like it.
I just wanted to know how much time I've got to have you all to myself.
Oh, Robbie, isn't that sweet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I believe you mean it. Another cup of Java?
Java? Oh, yeah, sure.
I must say, this second year at State U has done strange things to your reflexes. At Christmas, I didn't even have to offer you a second cup of coffee, or a third. Now you hesitate.
Did I? Coffee, sure, yeah. Sure. Pour away, Mother.
Pour away my hat. It's on the sideboard. Go help yourself. How's the food this semester? Is it better or just the same?
Well, pretty much the same, I guess.
What are
are you standing there for like a lost soul? Look, take the filter paper, whisk the coffee grounds out of the coffee maker, and pour yourself a cup. You act like you've never done it before.
I was just, thinking of something else.
Oh, Robbie, look what you've done. You dropped it. You broke it. How can you be so clumsy?
I'm sorry, Mother. I burned my hand.
Who lifts up a boiling hot glass coffee maker from the bottom with two bare hands? You act as though you've never handled one before. Oh, never mind. I'll clean up the mess. Oh, darling, let me see your hands. Don't they hurt?
Just for an instant, but not now.
Oh, they're not even pale pink. Mine would be beet red if I'd done something so foolish.
I didn't want a second cup anyway. Will you excuse me, Mother? I'd like to go up to my room.
Of course, I understand. I'm sorry I yelled at you. It was an instinctive reaction.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll see you later, Mother.
Careful of those stairs. We haven't fixed the one down from the landing yet.
You bet.
Robbie, where are you going? Are you in love?
In love?
Well, you're like the proverbial absent-minded professor. You can't pour yourself a refill of coffee, then you walk upstairs, you run up and down 6 million times, you get to the top and walk into the closet. Your room is on the right, not the left. What is it? What's on your mind? Robbie! Philip, have you noticed how strangely Robbie's been behaving?
No, not really. But then I only saw him late last night when he came home, and he was still in bed when I left the house this morning.
He wasn't in bed.
What?
Well, I'll get to that in a minute.
Well, I did think the boy was a little quieter than usual.
I asked him if he was going to see Jane. He acted as if he didn't even know her. I mean, he didn't say that, but he was just so offhand about the whole thing.
Well, maybe they had a disagreement.
She didn't stop by today, and he didn't call her.
You know, Dorothy, when we were that age, our folks had just as hard a time figuring us out.
He burns himself on the coffee pot. He forgets which is the door to his room, and walks into the upstairs closet.
Maybe it's the effect of higher education.
He's got a little box no bigger than a pocket calculator with a glass eye on it.
What?
He says it's a radio. I went up to make his bed. It hadn't been slept in all night.
Dorothy, this glass eye on his pocket radio, how big was it?
The glass eye? About an inch. It looks almost real. Why?
Well, nothing. I just thought I'd like to see it. Where's Robbie now?
We went for a walk about 10 minutes before you came home.
I thought I'd get home early to celebrate. Well, it's nice to see the table set for 3.
I told him to get some air. He's far too pale. Like a ghost.
He's not going to get any sun at 6 o'clock. What time is dinner?
Usual time. 7:45.
Good. I think I'll go down by the old waterfall. That used to be one of Robbie's favorite spots.
Don't you two be late now.
Hi, Robbie. How's the old waterfall look to you?
Oh, hi, Dad. Pretty good.
Same as always, huh?
Yeah, hasn't changed.
How would you know?
What?
I said, how would you know the waterfall looked the same?
I don't understand you, Dad.
Do you mind showing me what you just put into your pocket?
Have you been watching me?
That's right. I was behind that tree. I saw you pressing what appeared to be a miniature communicator against your chest. Now, I'd like to see it.
When you were my age, weren't there some things you didn't want your father to know? What is it you want from me, Dad?
Well, shall we try for the truth?
Well, why would I lie to you?
I'll show you something. I turn my lapel inside out. Now, you see this disc?
Oh, yes.
What color is it?
Red.
All of us at the center wear these discs. Their normal color is light blue. This one has just turned red because it is sensitive to light waves. Now, I suggest that the small box you are carrying, which you do not wish me to see, is a transponder, and that you are in communication with something or somebody at a distance. It may be a satellite, who knows? I wouldn't even hazard a guess.
Believe me, I'm just
standing here enjoying the old waterfall. Honest, Dad.
I am not your father.
What do you mean?
I am not your father. And you, young man, are not my son. Now, you may look like my son, Robert, talk like him, but you are not him. Now, I do not wish my wife to be in any way alarmed or suspect anything is wrong. She thinks that you are her son, and if she thought otherwise, there is no telling how she would react. You will come home with me now, and we will all have dinner, and tonight, when Dorothy has gone to bed and is asleep, you and I will discuss a few matters.
Such as?
Such as what you have done with my real son, Robert.
Is that a simple request, Professor Melville, or an order?
Perhaps this will persuade you.
Mr. Melville, put that revolver back in your pocket. You can't kill me. A bullet has no effect on this body whatsoever. You cannot threaten me with death. I do not die. I'll return with you to your house, and as you say, later tonight, we shall have a little talk.
250 years ago, one man laid the foundations for all physical science. The gravitational force holding the moon in orbit, optics, white light, all came of age under Sir Isaac Newton. In his 20s, he said, "I was in the prime of my age for invention." I suspect that age has returned today, and what we have imagined was fiction may indeed be fact. I shall return shortly with Act Two. For reasons that appear both mysterious and baffling, a young man home from college is not who he seems to be. His mother, almost as brilliant as his father, has written a bestseller of essays which have captivated the country. The father, an astroelectronic engineer at the top of his profession, has unmasked the false son.
I think Dorothy's asleep. I just poked my head into the bedroom.
Interesting to me, Mr. Melville, that your species needs to spend so much time daily in renewing yourselves by sleeping.
Who are you?
Have I the appearance of your son, Robert?
Uncannily so.
Sound like him?
Enough to deceive his own mother.
But not you.
You were not well briefed enough on my son's habits, likes, and dislikes. Now tell me, what have you done with Robbie, my son?
He is safe, unharmed.
Imprisoned.
Only, figuratively speaking, he knows nothing about the passage of earthly time.
In a state of suspended animation?
You could say that.
I don't know why I should believe you, but I do. Now then, you appear to have taken over my son's body. Or else have you manufactured or cloned yourself a duplicate? Where do you come from?
Another planet.
Don't give me that garbage. The cosmos must be filled with more rewarding globes than this planet. I've spent too much of my life with the realities of space travel to believe spinning discs or saucers or people with pointed heads have any interest whatsoever in this misbegotten freak of nature.
Shall I say then that I come from another way of life?
Uh-huh. That's more like it. Now, may I see your transponder?
You may. Here.
Mm-hmm. The catalytic eye. As soon as my wife described it to me, I had a fairly good idea what you were up to. The beauty of it is, you need very little power to communicate. Am I right?
Hardly any.
To think, at long last.
You talk as though you expected one day to meet one of us.
Expected? No. Hoped, yes.
And if we're not from another planet, where are we from?
Right here. This very room. This city, country, everywhere that we are, you are. You and other manifestations are able on occasion to slide through a window between your existence and ours. We and you are concentric worlds, existing simultaneously in different vibrations, neither being able to see the other.
Unless we go through that window.
Or unless we of this world fall through the window, which is what some of us surmise explains the mysterious disappearances of ships and airplanes over the Bermuda Triangle.
Your science has advanced considerably.
No, not science, but the capacity of the human brain to perceive possibilities, a kind of applied imagination. I told you what I believe. Now tell me who you are and what you wish here.
In the other dimension, my dimension,
There is a counterpart of each of your species. However, disease has spread and maimed and decimated our population. We need fresh intelligence from this dimension.
You haven't told me who you are yet.
My name is Trevor, which is Robert spelled backwards. The B's and V's interchangeable as they were in ancient Rome.
So, Trevor, you are the counterpart of my son Robert, huh? Tell me, how were you sent here?
Simple disintegration, rearrangement of molecules, and a step through the window, as you call it.
And why you? What did you want of my son?
Nothing. He exists now in frozen molecular state. Your son will be returned to you. We don't want him or you.
Then whom do you want? Oh, no.
Oh, yes. I've come to take Dorothy Melville, your earthly wife.
Dorothy?
Not for long, 2 or 3 years. That's all we will require of her.
Take me instead. Don't take her.
Now, there is no pain involved. She is disintegrated and reassembled.
How can this be done against a human's will?
It cannot.
Well, if it cannot, if transference cannot be ordered against the will of a human, why should Dorothy consent?
She will, if she wishes to see her real son again.
I don't believe it, Trevor. You're telling me that my son is a prisoner in another dimension. I don't believe you. Prove it to me.
It's true, Dad. I'm not frightened of being here, but I want to return.
Can you hear me clearly, son?
Yes, Dad. I can even see you.
Tell me what happened.
Well, the college exams were over. We had a party. I went back to my room and I was experimenting with something. I got high, I guess you could call it, and I looked into a full-length mirror. I looked at myself, but it wasn't me. It was Trevor. And then he walked right through the mirror from the other side.
I think I understand. He was you, but reversed.
I said to Robbie, would you like to take a trip to another dimension? And he said, like it? I've wanted that all my life.
Whatever made you say that, son?
And he whisked me through somehow. I can't explain it. You don't feel anything, but all of a sudden, there are shadows all around. I can tune them in by thinking about them just like I tuned you in, Dad. The shadows I see now are the world I came from.
Well, you have done some thoughtless and stupid things before, but, Robbie, this beats all.
Dad!
Now, please, keep quiet. Trevor, why don't you take me instead? I'll risk my chances of getting back to Earth. I mean, back to this dimension.
My instructions were specific, and they do not include you.
You told me you had to restructure your civilization. You will not find another single human being as well informed on command, control, telemetry. There are theories I haven't even put into practice yet. Take me. I can benefit your civilization more than anyone.
I was charged to transfer Dorothy, a human female. Our race is dying out. We need more than brains. We need bodies.
I see. How much time before you have to tell Mrs. Melville that you are not her son?
Well, I can wait until tomorrow morning, but no later.
Dorothy.
What? What time is it? What's the matter?
Please, not so loud. It's 5 in the morning.
Huh?
Keep your voice down.
What are you doing up so early?
Shh, wait. Don't say anything.
What are you listening for? Is Robbie all right?
Listen carefully, dearest. I'm going to tell you everything I know, and believe me, no matter how off course it sounds, scientifically, it could be true.
Something about Robbie, isn't it?
Not the Robbie upstairs, but our real son.
That's not our real son? Robbie, who came home from college yesterday?
No, I'm afraid it's not.
That's incomprehensible.
No, it isn't. If you just
just let me explain.
I had a feeling. I said to you, didn't I? He's doing peculiar things. But I never dreamed it was another person masquerading as Robbie. That's what you mean, isn't it? But our Robbie, where is he? Is he all right?
I hope so. I think so. I spoke to him late last night. In these matters, it's hard to accept only a piece of it. It's the whole concept or nothing.
Do you know who this is pretending to be Robbie?
And it's someone called Trevor from another dimension.
How do you know he's all right? Where is he?
In that other dimension. I told you I spoke to him twice. We talked, but we couldn't reach each other. What I did was I turned on the recording button on my desk, so I have taped the whole conversation with Robbie and Trevor.
Has he said what he wants, this Trevor?
Yes.
And if he gets it, would he release Robbie?
He says so.
What is it? What does he want?
You.
Me? What does he want of me?
Their race is decreasing. Intellectually, they are weakening. They have selected you to...
I understand. You don't have to say any more.
However, the weakness of their plan is they cannot force humans across the divide that separates the dimensions. One must agree totally, mentally.
I'm flattered, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not agreeing to anything. Secondly, between you and me, we ought to be able to come up with an idea that will effectively short-circuit their plans.
Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Trevor. Did you sleep well?
I don't sleep.
Oh, yes, I keep forgetting. I do appreciate that, though. Saves me making up an extra bed.
Sit, my boy. Sit down.
Oh, I wasn't sure when I found out you weren't Robbie what you like to eat, so I didn't prepare anything. Oh, you don't mind if we go on having our breakfast? Phil's got an early day at the Space Center.
Or if you want some cereal, Trevor, it's there on the sideboard. Milk, sugar, cream. I don't know what you fellows eat.
I'll have some of that.
Java?
She means coffee.
Yes, I know.
Oh, only this time, let me pour you a cup. Phil, we had a little accident yesterday. An interesting thing about Trevor, he burned himself, and the sensory impulses of his skin discharged the motor impulses so rapidly that the increase of blood flow diminished the heat in seconds. I'm presuming that you do have blood.
Professor Melville, have you discussed the problem with Mrs. Melville?
Yes, he has. But it really isn't my problem. It's your problem. You see, I'm not going with you through any windows to any other dimensions. I'm staying right here.
You don't wish your son to grow up with the advantages of Earth?
Of course I do, and of course he will. He's probably off with some friends somewhere right now.
Perhaps I can convince you, Mrs. Melville.
Trevor, my wife and I talked last night, and we decided that a joke is a joke. Now, you're a nice boy, so we didn't want to call the police. Besides, you appear to be interested in astroelectronics, my field.
Dad, Mother, it's true what he says. It really is.
So if you would like, Trevor, I'll take you down this morning and show you around the Space Center.
Mother, can you hear me? Mother, it's me, Robbie.
Philip, that's so sweet of you. I'm sure Trevor will be thrilled.
He looks so much like Robbie, I won't have any trouble getting him in.
Dad, for Pete's sake, will you listen to me?
After all, if World Space Center would permit a security breach for my real son, Robbie...
Mother, Dad, somebody please listen to me.
Then what difference does it make if I take Trevor around? Right, Trevor? Now, would you like that?
Don't you hear your son calling to you?
No. Where is he? Did you hear him come back?
He's right here. He's in the same room with you.
Oh, come now, Trevor. That isn't very nice. Here we are treating you as our own son, and you're making jokes at our expense.
You hear nothing? I tell you, your son is right here in this room, this very moment.
Philip, I must go. The publisher wants to talk to me about my next book, and I've hours of housework to do before he takes me to lunch. Oh, Trevor, are you staying with us another day?
Of course he is. As soon as you've had your coffee, my boy, we'll drive down to the lab.
I'm getting a little confused. who is serious and who is kidding whom. After all, last night Philip did hear his son speak, yet this morning neither he nor his wife Dorothy appear to hear him. My guess is, if the Melvilles are gambling with fate, Dorothy holds a very good hand. So, Trevor and all of you from the other dimension, beware. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. Probably the single most important reason why man has survived flood, famine, plagues, and war is his ability to adapt and outwit nature. Man has always been one step ahead of destruction. Now, a duplicate creature from another dimension, masquerading as a human, arrives to threaten a space scientist and his equally brilliant wife. The stakes are the life of their son and, perhaps tomorrow, the lives of many of us.
Trevor! Trevor! Philip's waiting for you. Are you in the bathroom? What's this note?
Where is he? I don't want to be late. We're running a test on the new Cosmotron.
He's not here, Philip. He left this note.
Let me see. Professor and Mrs. Melville, you two seem to think this is all very amusing. I shall have one final talk with the professor, and if unsatisfactory, the mortal extinction of your son is on your head.
Does he mean that?
He didn't like us pretending not hearing Robbie.
What can Trevor do?
That's one of two questions I cannot answer. The other is, where is Trevor? Oh, you take it, Dorothy. I've got to get down to the center.
Wait a minute. What am I going to do here alone? Suppose Trevor comes back. Am I safe here? Now, Philip, don't go yet. Hello?
Dorothy, is that you?
Yes, who's this?
It's Bill Lawrence. Is Phil still there?
Yes, he's just leaving.
Who is that?
Oh, let me speak to him, would you please?
Bill Lawrence.
Hello, Bill. Yes, I'm just going out of the door.
Phil, your son Robert is here. He came to the gate and asked to be let in. Guard didn't know him when I put him on the video screen. I recognized Robert and let him through, directing him to the changing room, and now we can't find him.
Bill, how did he look to you? Was he extremely pale?
Yeah, white as a ghost. He looks ill.
Bill, find him. He's got to be somewhere. I'll be there as soon as I can. Hello, Bill. This is Philip. I just got to my office from the changing room. Any leads on Robbie? No, wait a minute. Hold it. He's just come in the door. I'll call you back. Well, Trevor, you gave us quite a scare.
Is this the best they can do? These hospital clothes?
We all get out of our street clothes, put on sandals, trousers, and jackets of this special cloth to protect us from the particles flying around.
Is there some significance to the red heart here on my pocket?
You seem to have been issued an outfit that belonged to a man who used to work here, Harry Hart, H-A-R-T. Now, where have you been?
Having a good look around.
Why couldn't you wait for me? There wouldn't have been all this fuss.
I was afraid to trust you, so I came on ahead.
Yes. You people know anything about these systems? Propulsion to digital design, to analog circuit design?
Very advanced, but also quite susceptible to dematerialization and destruction.
I want to know how you managed to have a good look around when we're locked and guarded with video viewers, monitored by dozens of guards. Did you dematerialize yourself?
Professor Melville, your tendency to mock has overcome your good sense. And neither does your wife realize the seriousness of the situation. She acts as though her son were going to return home any moment, and I am merely playing pranks.
How could she think otherwise? Have those in your dimension been able to get anyone from ours to join you? I bet not.
Well, actually, this is the first try. I devised this method, knowing how important a mother's son is to her. I persuaded my chiefs, and now I have got to deliver.
I think you'll have a hard time convincing Mrs. Melville you hold her son prisoner.
Then don't be surprised at what I do to convince you.
What in the name of heaven have you done?
I want to thank you all for the courageous and efficient way you responded to the emergency bell. All locking systems went as scheduled. All subterranean chambers closed automatically. The Betatron and the Synchrotron check out, and the Cosmotron, on which we've been running some MEV tests today, is in working order. Now, we don't quite know what set off the alarm, but that's being checked into.
Phil, he's not your son, but I would have sworn...
Take my word for it. Now, has he been located?
Disappeared again. Can't see him on a single screen. This fellow could be Robbie's twin, I mean it. What do you know about him?
Oh, that's a long story, Bill.
Oh, I almost forgot. Can you tell me what this is? I found this thing in his locker. Well, when the alarm went off, the guard sealed all the lockers and brought me this. Hey, you ever seen it before?
It's a transponder, and my guess is he's going to be lost without it. He can't give or get any instructions without it.
So, this kid is a spy?
Not exactly. Are you sure he could not have gotten out of the plant?
Well, I don't see how with 100% security.
Is his phone open?
Oh, no, sure. Go ahead. You're calling home?
Dorothy always picks it up on the second ring. Something's wrong, Bill. I've got to go home.
Oh, Philip, you're so silly. I just went downtown to do a little shopping. I can't hide because this poor paranoid is wandering around. He hasn't shown up here.
You don't think that what I told you early this morning has any basis in fact?
How could I, darling?
Did you or did you not hear a faraway voice of Robbie's when we were having breakfast?
I dismissed the idea right away.
Okay. Now, look, promise me one thing. I have to get back to the center. You will not leave the house again today. I'll be home at 5.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Now, something's wrong. We'd better shut her down.
It'll be midnight before we can really take her apart.
Now, let's hit the video. Move the cameras slowly around the D tank in the vacuum chamber and see what we can see.
What's that?
What's where?
Look at monitor 3. I'm angling the lens toward the base of the oscillator.
Judas Priest. Is that someone lying there?
Zoom in. No, it's just a pile of our dust catchers, one of our safety suits. Why would somebody leave those in there?
Bill, could you zoom in even closer? I recognize that jacket. Now, you see that red heart on the pocket?
Didn't that belong to, what's his name, Harry Hart? Phil, you don't think...
I'll tell you exactly what I think. Somebody who did not know they would be bombarded with protons got in there, maybe to hide, couldn't get out. And, well, the clothes are all that's left.
But it can't be. No human being could simply disintegrate, leaving only clothing behind.
That's just the point, Bill. Look, I don't know how to say this to you, but I've reason to believe that young man who looked like my son Robbie was not mortal.
But I saw him with my own eyes. I talked to him.
Yes. Well, what does that prove? Dorothy, what are you doing standing in the middle of the street flagging me down?
Let me catch my breath. I ran all the way from the house to stop you at the crossroad. I'll get in and close the door.
Well, now tell me, what is it?
He's home.
Who? Trevor? Well, it can't be. Oh, you mean our real son, Robbie? He's home?
That's just it. I don't know which he is.
Now, I can tell you this, darling. I'm certain it was Trevor who was at the plant today. You know, it may be these other dimensional beings occupy the same space as we do, but they know very little about how we live. He got himself lost in the Cosmotron. It was turned on to warm up for our demonstration, and then neither Bill Lawrence or I could find hide nor hair of him.
He was in the Cosmotron? You dematerialized him?
Well, it could be, but I think there's more to it. Maybe we mortals are stronger than those creatures from the other dimension. Maybe when you simply refuse to go over to them, he had to quit. And then this morning, when we pretended not even to hear Robbie's voice calling to us, Maybe he realized his attempt to get you had failed.
Philip, I just don't know. I'm not sure it's our real son who showed up an hour ago.
I'll bet you that it is. Robbie had to be released when their plan failed. Son, you had us really worried. College closes down for the summer, and you said you'd be here a week ago, and no show.
Oh, Dad, I was telling Mother. It's crazy, honestly. I just don't remember what I was doing. It's like I wasn't in this world for the last couple of days. Total blank. I know you'll both think I was into some kind of drugs, but I swear to you, I wasn't.
Well, let's just put it down to overwork for the exams, and you just slept away these last few days.
Oh, if it was that, I sure had some strange, far-out dreams.
Robbie, what's the last thing you remembered when you were awake?
Well, it'll sound completely crazy, I know it. I was standing in front of the full-length mirror on the back of my door, tying my tie.
Is that it?
And that's it. That's exactly where I was when I sort of came to before I hopped the next train home.
Well, maybe I can help you remember. I've got something here in my desk.
What is it, Philip?
Oh, it's a cassette tape, Mom.
Oh.
You know how Dad records his scientific meetings?
It's a tape I made just this morning. I'll snap it into the playback and turn it on.
Perhaps I can convince you, Mrs. Melville.
Trevor, you're a nice boy, so we didn't want to call the police. Besides, you appear to be interested in astroelectronics, my field.
Dad! Mother! It's true what he says. It really is. For Pete's sake, will you
Stop it. Turn it off. Please. Dad, will you please turn it off?
Robbie, darling, what is it?
Oh, listening to that, I suddenly got the most excruciating headache. Something about those voices. Ooh. And it's getting better. It's easing off. Well, I thought I was going to go nuts, like a jackhammer drilling into my skull.
Oh, why don't you go up to your room and lie down? I'll call you when it's dinner time.
Oh, sure. Okay, I will. Wow, that was something. Well, I'll be down for dinner. It's great to be home.
It is him, isn't it? It's our son.
No question.
Phil, do you think it could happen again? That something from the other dimension could come through one of those windows Trevor talked about that separates our dimensions? I mean, could come back here?
Yes. I think it's possible they'll try again. But I doubt if they'd dare come to our house. You see, you were too strong for them, Dorothy.
So you don't think that our world has seen the last of these creatures?
Who knows? Who really knows?
What are we weighing here? Is the unbelievable and incredible always impossible? Isn't it that we shut out what we don't wish to believe is possible? For example, we know that everyone on Earth lives on a crust containing a ball of fire. Why doesn't the Earth explode? Other planets have. Is it because if we don't think of it, it won't occur? The earthquake won't happen? Or the flood? I'll be back with a few more fears and a few hopes very shortly. One last thought, then I'll leave you in peace. Is it not family, love of land, custom, centuries of habit that bind us together? Or are we not in this atomic age as free and independent as a single atom? And if the age-old traditional forces that have held humankind together are today weakening, how long can we hold out against unknown forces, other beings, or other dimensions? Our cast included Grace Matthews, Norman Rose, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
And now, Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. True horror, more often than not, grows out of workday circumstances. Grows slowly, and at the start, almost imperceptibly. Without the commonplace quality of the soil in which its seeds are planted, the horror itself might be less shocking. This is a tale of two people who live rather pleasant, if ordinary lives, in the comfortable expectation of continuing indefinitely in this manner. As we shall learn, their expectations are not to be realized.
Was it a tough day, Frank?
Not too.
It didn't bother you too much about your stepmother?
No, not really. Except that people kept talking about it. I guess they all thought I should have gone to the funeral.
Don't let them upset you.
Oh, I didn't, Laura. Would have been sheer hypocrisy to have gone to her funeral feeling the way I always have about her. I guess nobody but Bill Riley can understand that. He stopped into the office, thought I might be feeling some strain.
He's a good friend, isn't he?
Oh, Bill, you know it. He said a funny thing. Said I'd be lucky if she didn't come back to haunt me.
Oh, that Bill.
Oh, I don't know. It sort of gave me the creeps.
Our mystery drama, The Intermediary, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Fielden Farrington and stars Francis Sternhagen. The soil in which the seed of horror is being planted at this moment is a comfortable apartment in New York's East Side, occupied by Frank and Laura Ellingwood. The seed itself is the death of Frank's stepmother, from whom he has been estranged for many years. Grief is not what Frank feels, and he is not so hypocritical as to pretend he does.
Oh, that'll be old Jonas Clark.
Who's Jonas Clark?
Well, my stepmother's lawyer. He called me at the office this afternoon and asked if he could stop around this evening to talk about the will.
You think she's left you something?
Not likely.
Shall I let him in?
I'll do it. Hello, Mr. Clark. Come on in.
Thank you.
This is my wife, Laura.
Great pleasure, Mrs. Ellingwood.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Yeah, I must admit, Mr. Ellingwood, I was somewhat surprised not to see you at your mother's funeral this afternoon.
My stepmother. I considered it more proper to stay away than to attend.
I find that very odd. I wanted to talk to you about your stepmother's will.
And I find that very odd. She surely didn't leave me anything.
On the contrary, you are Mrs. Ellingwood's sole heir. You inherit everything.
I inherit everything? Well, with what strings attached, Mr. Clark? You're not going to tell me there are no strings.
Now, maybe not, Frank. Shouldn't you wait until you hear at least?
Mr. Ellingwood, your relationship with your late stepmother is none of my affair. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then let me explain it.
Oh, it isn't necessary. I'm not here to judge.
Anyway, I'm sure your fee covers it. My real mother died when I was only 4 or 5 years old. I could just barely remember her.
Well, I sympathize with you, of course, but I don't see how this bears upon...
My father remarried less than a year later. Primarily, I think, to give me a mother. Yes, he gave me one, all right.
Frank, I don't think you ought to go all through that again. You'll only upset yourself.
And after a couple of years, my father was killed in an auto accident. She was driving.
Mr. Ellingwood, if you're trying to blame your late stepmother for your father's demise...
Blame? I wonder what made you think of that.
Frank, please.
So, she raised me. You know all about that, Mr. Clark. You were her lawyer after my father's death.
She looked after you very well, as I remember. She was devoted to you.
She owned me.
you have any idea what it's like to be owned, Mr. Clark?
Frank, let's just let Mr. Clark tell us about the will.
It's a terrible thing, being owned. I was one of the possessions that she had inherited from my father.
Mr. Ellingwood, even if what you say is true, I can't...
It's true.
Well, even so, your stepmother is passed on now, and you have inherited her entire fortune.
Which she inherited from my father. Okay, I want to hear about the strings she's attached.
It's straightforward enough. Your stepmother's holdings have been placed in trust for you.
In trust?
You will not have access to the principal, only to the income which accrues from it.
And what kind of strings are attached to the income?
Well, there are certain conditions, yes. You must live in and maintain in good condition the house and grounds situated on Woodbury Road in Glennington, Long Island.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, well, now that's not so bad, is it, Frank? I mean, I've only seen it just driving past, of course, but it's a beautiful old place.
I hate that house. I'd rather go to prison. I'd be happier. Bill Riley was right. One way or another, she'll never give up.
The condition doesn't seem burdensome to me.
You don't have to live there.
Is there anything else?
Well, yes. As a matter of fact, the other condition is that Mr. Ellingwood's present marriage continue unbroken.
What?
There is to be no interruption of your present marital status.
Now, that's a little peculiar. I never met Frank's stepmother. She never even saw me, not to my knowledge.
Well, she must have known something about you. I assure you, she never would have made such a condition frivolously.
I've got it, Margie. Ellingwood.
Hi, Frank. Bill Riley here. I understand you're a multi-millionaire all of a sudden.
Divide at least by multi. You heard about the will.
Yes. Do we need to talk?
I was going to call you. Can you make lunch? I've got a meeting a little later on, but I can manage an early lunch.
How about, say, half an hour?
Good. Colucci's?
Fine with me. See you there.
Bill, what I can't accept is the condition that I must live in that miserable old house out in Glennington. I mean, she had no right.
Actually, she had. I don't say it's fair. I'm only saying that she had the legal right.
Well, then the devil with it. I'm all right without her lousy money, and I won't live in a creepy old house.
Yeah, that's a lot of money to throw away.
Yes, I know.
How does Laura feel about it?
Well, she didn't grow up in that terrible place. She wanted me to take the day off and go out there with her today. She thinks I'm overreacting.
I expect she's right. Did what I said yesterday have anything to do with your attitude?
About my stepmother coming back to haunt me? Oh, no. I'm just thinking about living in that house again. I don't think I can do it.
I remember when you lived there with your stepmother. I know what you're talking about.
Well, and you're the only one that does. Listen, you're my lawyer. Can we break that will? I mean, can we knock off those conditions? The money was my father's, and... Well, to me, it doesn't seem right.
Right and wrong don't always turn out to be the deciding factors, unfortunately. I'd have to see a copy of the will before I could say anything definite.
All right, I'll get one for you.
Maybe you should go out and have a look at the place, Frank. It might not look so bad with her gone.
To tell you the truth, she doesn't seem all that gone to me. Maybe there was something in what you said, Bill. Maybe one way or another, she has come back to haunt me.
Frank, is that you?
Yes.
I'm out in the kitchen.
Okay. I tried to call you a couple of times this afternoon, Laura, but you didn't answer.
Oh, it was such a beautiful day. I just couldn't bear to spend it shut up in a stuffy little apartment. Hello. You look tired.
A little depressed, I guess.
The martinis are all mixed. In the refrigerator. You want to get them while I put the steak on?
Martinis and steak? What's the occasion?
Oh, I just feel like it, that's all. I had a good day, and I feel like celebrating. Okay?
Fine. What made your day so good? What'd you do?
I went out to the house, Frank.
Out to Glennington?
It's so beautiful, Frank. I had to see it. Oh, Frank, it's like a dream come true. Just take the silver. Did you know there's a fortune in silver alone out there? Full service for at least 50? I didn't count. All sterling, too.
Why did you go out there, Laura?
Well, I asked you to take me, and you wouldn't. I just felt... Well, I know it sounds crazy. I felt drawn or something. I have such a feeling about that house, Frank.
So do I.
You know, there's a nursery at the back of the hall on the second floor. Did you know? Oh, yes, of course you know about the nursery.
Yes, I used to be set up there without my supper. I was 10 years old before she'd let me move out of there into a real bedroom.
We'll need a nursery someday, Frank. I mean, sooner or later we're going to...
When we need a nursery, we'll get one. I wouldn't make a dog sleep in that room, never mind a child of my own.
Now, that's silly. How can you be so unreasonable? There's a perfectly lovely old house just sitting out there, and you... Well, I'm not even going to talk about the money we'll be losing if you refuse to live there. Just the house. The house alone. I mean, really, Frank, it's sick to turn it down. Just plain sick.
Well, then I'm sick. And it's an incurable sickness, Laura. You might as well face it. I cannot live in that awful house. Call it sick, call it unreasonable, call it anything you like, but recognize it as a fact. I cannot live in that house.
Will you check the steak, Frank?
I've lost my appetite.
Oh, nonsense. There are 5 acres, 5 whole acres for kids to play in, trees to climb, and we could get a dog, and do you know there's even a kind of toy barn out there where we could keep a pony?
And you'd better forget it, Laura.
What am I supposed to tell the children when we have them? We're poor people because Daddy was afraid to live in the nice house his stepmother wanted to give him. We can't afford this and we can't afford that because your daddy was...
We're not poor people. I'm a good engineer and I've got a good job. We're not going to be poor people.
That's true. We're never going to be poor because we're going to move into that lovely house in Glennington, and we're going to have so much money from that trust fund that it won't matter whether you're an engineer or what you are.
I'll be damned.
Why will you be damned?
You want to know something really weird? You sound exactly like my stepmother.
Houses have long had the reputation of retaining the hard core of past tenants' personalities. Some essence that soaks into the walls, lingers in dark corners, hides in little-used cupboards, seeks out secret places where it can hide and wait for the thing that will one day come along and give it being again. Perhaps we'll learn whether or not the house in Glennington is such a place when I return shortly with Act 2. A man doesn't lightly say no to a large inheritance. And yet, that is precisely what Frank Ellingwood is prepared to do if inheriting means living in the house in which he grew up unhappily with his stepmother. Laura, his wife, has gone out to have a look at the house and has apparently fallen in love with it. As a matter of fact, unless Frank is imagining it, she has come back talking more than a little like his stepmother.
You're being childish and unreasonable, Frank. It's a whim you're not wanting to live in that house. And I have no intention of letting you give up so much just because of a childish whim.
No intention of letting me?
I'm moving out there, Frank. Next week. I hope you'll come with me, but I'm moving in any case. I'd like to speak to Mr. Clark, please. This is Laura Ellingwood calling. Yes, I'll wait, thank you. Mr. Clark? Fine, thank you. I just wanted to let you know that we finally reached a decision. Yes, that's right. We'll be moving into the Glennington house next Wednesday. Oh, no, Frank isn't really too happy about it, but I'm sure once we... Yes, that's the way I feel about it, too. Yes, please, go ahead with whatever arrangements are necessary. Thank you. Goodbye.
He hopes we'll be very happy in our new home.
That's what he said, yes.
Some hope. You know, the place actually smells of my stepmother. Sort of a sickish, sweet, like spoiled cloves, if there is such a thing.
I can't smell a thing.
Oh, it's a scent she used to wear.
You've done nothing but complain. For the whole 24 hours since we moved in here.
Well, I believe I mentioned even before we moved in that I wasn't exactly fond of this house.
But everything in it? Oh, that lovely little settee, empire, or whatever it is. What can you have against a beautiful little thing like that?
That's where I used to sit when she had company. My feet dangled. Sit up straight. Keep your hands folded in your lap. Speak when spoken to. I wasn't allowed in the parlor at all, except when she had company.
Well, you are now, so stop pouting.
That's weird. That was a favorite expression of hers. Stop pouting.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Frank. Oh, Frank, look what you've done. You've got ashes all over this beautiful carpet.
It's only ashes. They won't burn.
Leave them alone. I'll take care of them. Move into a perfectly neat, clean house, a beautiful house, and all you do is complain and spill things around. Honestly, I just can't understand you, Frank. You don't seem to have any respect for things.
I wouldn't have believed it.
There. That'll have to do for now, but it's left a mark. Frank, if you absolutely have to smoke that nasty old pipe, can't you at least step outside or into the back hall or somewhere like that when you empty it?
Yes, Moti. She always liked me to call her that. Moti. All right, Clark, I know I didn't have any appointment, and I'm sorry to come barging in if you want an apology, but I want to talk to you.
Well, it's not very orderly. I like to keep to my schedule. However, as long as you're here, why...
I'm going to get rid of the furniture in that miserable house, every stick of it.
Well,
I'm going to redecorate. I'm going to change the color.
You can't do that, Mr.
Who says I can?
The will is quite specific. There's to be no change. The late Mrs. Ellingwood was very firm about that.
Why did you want me to come into the city for lunch, Frank? Is anything wrong?
Yes. Well, to tell you the truth, I wanted to get you out of that house. I don't like what it's doing to you. I wanted to get you out of it so we could talk.
We could have talked at home.
You don't see it, do you? Actually, I'm surprised that you showed up even after you'd promised.
Well, I almost didn't. Strange. It was such a wrench. Just closing the front door and walking away.
Laura, don't go back.
What do you mean?
Just don't go back. Stay in the city and go shopping or something this afternoon. I'll call Bill Riley, and maybe he and Carol will be free this evening for some bridge or something like that. We could spend the night with them, maybe, and then tomorrow...
Frank.
I'll take tomorrow off, and we'll go apartment hunting. Maybe our old apartment hasn't been ready.
Frank, stop it. I wouldn't have come all the way into the city if I'd known you were just going to start this again.
Oh, can't you feel the difference being out of that place? You said yourself it made a nice change. Can't you feel the difference in yourself?
If there's a difference in me, I'm sorry, Frank, but you've put it there. You can't know what it's like, hating everything the way you do.
I know exactly what it's like. Believe me, I know.
Well, then...
You want some more coffee?
No, nothing more. Thanks. I guess I'll be getting back.
Laura, won't you try it my way? Won't you just give it a chance, at least for tonight?
We can't, Frank.
The will doesn't say anything about taking a night off, does it?
What good would it do? It won't work, Frank. We're going to live in that house, and you've got to learn to like it.
Well, I've gone over the will with a fine-tooth comb, Frank, and I can't find a hole. I know what it's putting you through, and I sympathize, but as a lawyer, I can't suggest a way out.
It isn't just what I'm going through, Bill. There's Laura, too. What that rotten house is doing to her scares me. No kidding, I'm scared.
I thought she liked the place.
Well, she thinks she likes it. Bill, you remember what you said the day of my stepmother's funeral?
That she might come back to haunt you is a stupid thing to say.
Well, do you think it's possible for a house, the house itself, somehow to soak up the whatever is left of a person after a person dies?
Oh, I don't know, Frank. There are tales, you know. A lot of people will tell you that a lived-in house comes to have a personality of its own.
I don't mean a personality of its own. I mean the personality of the people or person who lived in it.
Well, there are such stories, but I don't know of an authenticated case.
Maybe you ought to come out to Glennington some evening. Laura, I'm home. A long trek, but I made it.
Is it still raining out?
Yes. Where are you?
In the dining room. Did you clean your shoes?
Oh, Lord. You want me to take them off and leave them out here in the hall? That's what she used to make me do.
Oh, of course not. Just make sure you don't track mud all over the house.
Ooh, what a train trip that is. What are you doing?
I'm polishing the silver. Can't you see?
Was somebody coming? I mean, we're having a party?
No.
Well, then, why do you have to polish all the silver?
Well, because it's silver, Frank. I shouldn't think that would be too hard to figure out. Silver discolors if you don't keep it polished.
But if you're not going to use it anyway. Okay. What's for dinner?
I haven't had time to give it any thought.
You're kidding.
Oh, no. Taking care of a house this size is not quite the same thing as taking care of a 3-room apartment.
So let's move back into a 3-room apartment.
Oh, don't be silly. If you're so hungry, go fix yourself a hamburger or something.
Well, how long is it going to take you to finish the silver?
I don't know. 10 minutes, 15, how can I tell?
Okay, you finish the silver and we'll go out to dinner.
No, I don't want to go out, Frank. Oh, good heavens, go pour yourself a drink or something. I'll fix dinner as soon as I've finished here. You were never one of those dinner the minute you hit the front door men before.
Well, not when we lived 10 minutes from my office, no. You realize how much time I spend every day on that train?
I'm sorry if you don't enjoy commuting, but thousands of men do it every day and have for years, and I'm sure they don't make it all this kind of fuss when they get home, or the divorce rate would be 10 times what it is.
Well, that's a new word. I don't remember that word cropping up in any of our conversations before.
What word?
Divorce.
Oh, Frank, try not to be stupid. And anyway, it's against the terms of the will.
Well, I have to admit, it was a good dinner when we finally got round to it.
Frank, wouldn't it be just as easy to hold the pipe over the end table or the coffee table while you smoke it? I'm afraid you'll burn the couch.
Would you like me to go outside to smoke it? I'm sure that's what my stepmother would have wanted.
Now, that's not necessary. Just be careful, that's all I mean.
Thank you very much.
You don't have to be sarcastic.
Laura, would you put that knitting or whatever it is, would you put it down for a minute? I want to talk to you.
I can crochet and talk at the same time.
Crochet? That wouldn't be an antimacassar you're working on, would it?
As a matter of fact, yes, it is.
She was forever making antimacassars.
Well, they protect the chairs and the couches.
Put it down.
I told
Will
you...
you put the damn thing down?
All right. There's no reason to shout.
I'm sorry, Laura. Laura, let's get out of this place.
Now, Frank, if you just want to start that again...
No. I just mean go out for a while. Take a drive or a walk. Go somewhere to dance if you want to. Just get out, get some fresh air.
It amounts to the same thing. You've got an obsession about this house.
I'm doing the best I can. I just want to get away from that clove smell or whatever it is. I can't breathe in here. I want to get out for a little while.
You want. Lately, it's whatever you want. You never think about me. You never think about our children.
Laura, we don't have any children.
The children we will have. You don't think about them or me or the future or anything but yourself lately. You think if you keep nagging at me long enough, I'll give in.
Nag? I nag at you?
If you're trying to say that I'm the one...
Now, come on, Laura. We're going out.
You may, if you choose. I'm staying right here.
Oh, no, you're not.
What do you propose to do? Drag me out of the house by force?
I will if I have to, Laura. This place, it's unhealthy.
Frank, have you lost your
You
mind?
must be blind if you can't see it. You're a different person. I don't know you. I will not spend the evening or allow you to spend it sitting in this living room soaking up the evil it's filled with.
I'm not budging.
Would you get out of that chair and do as I say?
Frank, take your hands off me.
I'll take my hands off you as soon as I get you outside where you can come to your senses.
Frank,
now, come on.
You're hurting my arm.
Will you come with me?
Stop it! You're hurting me.
You're getting out of here.
I will not.
You will. All right. I'm sorry, Laura. I can't tell you. I had to do it up. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry.
Just let me...
Let's get into the car and drive, Laura. Just drive. And open all the windows. Let the air blow away the... whatever it is this house is drowning us in. You feeling better, Laura?
Yes, I'm better now.
You don't know how sorry I am.
Yes, I know.
I'm not just imagining it. I swear I'm not. That house is doing something frightful to us. To us. To you even more than to me. Well, I know you don't believe me, but it's true.
I believe you.
You what?
I believe you. It was different somehow after I came back from lunch in the city with you. It was angry.
You mean the house was angry?
No, I don't know exactly what I mean by it. Something, as if something were part of me and yet not me at all. It was very angry when I got back this afternoon.
Oh, my God.
I kept getting smaller and smaller, the me part of me. I could feel myself losing me while it grew and grew. I could feel the anger even while a little pocket of me inside me knew I wasn't angry at all, but afraid. Do you think I'm losing my mind, Frank?
Oh, no. Don't ever think like that. I know what it is.
And I wish you'd tell me. Just so I won't keep thinking maybe I'm going mad.
It's my stepmother.
Your stepmother?
It isn't the house. I was wrong about that. She uses the house, that's all.
I don't understand.
She's in there, Laura, in her house. Her house. They left a lot of my stepmother unburied. You're it. The thing that wants you as its living agent is what they left behind, unburied.
Frank.
When you're in that house, Laura, whenever you're in that house, you are my stepmother.
Possession. The possession of a living being's essence by an entity which is inhuman or perhaps no longer human. Such possession is a thing people either believe in or not. But fact is not created by belief. Belief is much more likely to grow out of fact, so that belief is to fact much as smoke is to fire. Where there is the one, do not be surprised to find the other. I shall return shortly with Act 3. In an old house out on Long Island, a strange thing is happening. Frank Ellingwood's stepmother is dead. She was properly buried some time ago. But, as Frank himself has put it, something of her appears to have been left unburied. And that something has chosen to make its presence felt in an extremely unpleasant way. It has entered the mind of Laura Ellingwood and taken charge.
Where are we going, Frank?
Into the city.
Why?
Where else is there to go? You said they don't want to go back to Glennington, spend another night in that nightmarish house?
No, I suppose not. But I don't think she could do it to me again.
What?
Your stepmother. If that's what's really happening to me, I don't think she could get control of me again.
Forget it, Laura.
If she tried it again, I could keep her out. I'm sure I could.
I don't ever again want to see you looking the way you looked tonight before I got you out of there. I don't ever want to hear you talk like that again. You don't know what she did to your voice. I won't ever let you go back to that place. I'll do whatever I have to stop you.
All right.
I will take a room and, I don't know, whatever hotel has a room available. We'll get a good night's sleep. We have one coming. And tomorrow, we'll find a place to live. It's settled. That's what we'll do.
All right, Frank.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Ellingwood. It's 8 o'clock.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Would you like me to connect you with room service?
No, I'll call later if we want anything.
I couldn't figure out where I was.
You're in a perfectly safe hotel room where nothing can get at you.
What time is it?
8 o'clock.
What are you going to do?
Well, first I'm going to get dressed, and so are you. Then we're going out and have an enormous breakfast somewhere. After that, we're going over and find out if our old apartment's been rented. If it has, we're going to start looking for another one.
Okay. Oh, why don't you go and have a talk with Jonas Clark? Maybe if you told him what happened.
Tell Jonas Clark the terms of the will are invalid because the house is haunted? You got to be joking.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to talk to him.
It wouldn't help. I'm going to see Bill Riley. What's happened won't make any difference in the legal sense, of course, but Bill would at least listen to me without laughing in my face. I think the money's gone. I think we can just forget that, but I do want to talk to Bill about it.
Frank?
Yeah.
You know something? Oh, I'm still sleepy. Why don't you go on over and talk to Bill first and then come back and get me, and we'll do all that stuff you said.
Didn't you sleep last night?
Oh, I slept fine, but it's the first time in quite a while. I'd really like another hour or so.
Well, okay. If I get over there early, maybe I can catch Bill before he gets too busy to see me. I'll stop by my office, too, and tell them I won't be in today. That's a good idea, now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, that's a good idea. This is Mrs. Ellingwood in 1208. I wonder if you'd take a message for my husband. I don't know exactly how long he'll be out, but when he comes back or if he calls in, I'd like you to tell him that I've gone back to the island. Tell him I'll see him at home later in the day, whenever he can make it. Please see that he gets the message. It's important. Oh, and tell him I'm taking the car. He can come out by train.
Hi, Bill. Your secretary wasn't out there, so I came on in.
Secretaries work an 8-hour day. Lawyers never sleep. What's with you? You got problems?
Oh, have I? It's up your alley, too.
Legal alley or spook alley?
Spooky. Man, you wouldn't believe how spooky.
Try me.
Well, it's been building ever since we moved into that damn place. But yesterday, Laura came into the city to have lunch with me. When I got home last night...
Laura's obviously being used as an intermediary to get at you. Your stepmother has no interest in Laura. How could she? She's using Laura to get at you and, I'd assume, to maintain her hold on the house. My guess is that she needs that house. She can't function without it.
You believe it, don't you?
Frank, can I go out there tonight?
I'm not going back to that place, and neither is Laura.
No. I mean just me as a kind of investigator. I'd like to see if I can stir up some sort of manifestation. Would you let me have your key?
Well, sure. Oh, only I think I left it over at the hotel. Look, I have to stop by my office, and then I'm going back to pick up Laura. Let me phone you, I'll get the key to you sometime today.
Good. I'm beginning to think we're onto something authentic. I don't know what good it will do you, of course.
All I want really is to keep Laura out of that awful house.
Mrs. Ellingwood? Can you hear me? I've come back. I'm back here this time on my terms, not yours. I know what I have to contend with now, and I mean to contend with it. Can you hear me, Mrs. Ellingwood? I dare you. If you think you're stronger than I am, go ahead and try to take control of me again. Go ahead. I dare you. You little fool. You silly, stupid little idiot. You try something like that again and you'll be good and sorry, I promise you. Sorrier than you've ever been in all your life.
Answer, will you? Oh, will you answer the phone?
Yes? Who is it?
Laura?
Where are you?
At the hotel. The clerk said you...
Never mind what the clerk said. I want you out here. Now. Do you understand?
Laura, why did you...
Now. Do you hear me? Now.
Riley speaking. Bill, this is Frank. Something's happened. Are you free right now?
Well,
Laura went back to the house. She left the hotel while I was with you, I guess, and she's back out there now. I talked to her on the phone and... Oh, God, Bill. It was that awful voice.
Okay. I'll leave right away. Now, where shall I meet you?
Penn Station, I guess. Laura took the car.
Well, we'll use my car. Are you at the hotel?
Yes, I'm at the hotel.
Wait out front. I'll pick you up there.
Laura?
What are you going to tell her about me?
Laura? Tell her what? Laura knows you.
If it's Laura, I don't know how much access your stepmother will have to Laura's memory.
About time, too. Who's that? Oh, Bill Riley.
Laura, why didn't you stay at the hotel as we agreed? I wouldn't have left you there if I...
Oh, don't be a fool. Come on in. You too, Bill. Clean your shoes before you come in.
Laura, you've got to get out of here.
Oh, stop pretending, for heaven's sake. We all know I'm not Laura.
What can we do, Bill?
It's the house. She can't do it, I'm sure, unless Laura's here in the house. We'll have to get her out.
Try it. Go ahead, try it.
I got you out of this place last night, Laura. I'll do it again the same way if I have to.
Not today, you won't. That was Laura last night. Today, it's... You couldn't stand against me as a child, and you can't stand against me now.
Laura, we're getting out of here.
You're just as stupid as you always were, aren't you? You won't understand a thing that's told you until you get hurt. You lay a finger on me, and I'll claw your eyes out.
She probably will, Frank. It's not Laura you're dealing with now.
Well, I have to try. Bill, help me. It's not good, Frank. She's too strong.
You silly little boys. Both of you. Silly little boys. You may go now, Bill Riley. You serve no purpose
No,
here.
say, Bill. It's my house, not hers.
Your house. Your house, indeed. It's not only my house, it's me. At that funeral, they buried a body. A body, nothing to do with me. This house is my body now, and it will stand for 100 years, hundreds of years, with you in it, and then your children, and then their children, all doing my bidding. Do you hear? You'll do exactly as I say, all of you, generations of you.
Can she build? Can she do a thing like that?
I don't know. I'm out of my depth. You'll fill this house with children. I tell you to fill it with children, and you'll do it. And I shall rule. And I'll use this body of your precious Laura's until it grows old and useless. And then I'll take another.
from among your children. I'll live forever and I'll rule.
Bill, what are you doing?
There's nothing left to do. I said he fired the curtain. I'm burning this monster right down to the ground. Bill, you want to save Laura? You heard what your stepmother said? That's buddy.
Both of you! Are you blind? The house is on fire!
Laura, we've got to get you out of here.
Help me! Why do you just stand there with... I see. All right, we'll all burn. The house, which is me, your precious Laura, you and your friend Bill, who was too stupid to get out when he had the chance, we'll all burn.
Get out, Bill. I'm not leaving without Laura.
We'll all go. We'll take Laura with us.
You stupid children. You never learn, do you? You tried to take me out of here only a minute ago. You saw what happened.
Frank, kid, scout, or whatever. We've got to knock her out.
Laura, if there's any of you in there that can hear me, I'm sorry.
You'll be sorry for that, all right.
Laura. Oh, Lord, what have I done to her?
You saved her life. That's what you done. Now, let's get her out of this place.
I'm sorry, Laura. I had to do it. You don't know what it was like. What you were like. Only it wasn't you.
Oh, that beautiful house. That beautiful old house. They'll never be able to save it, will they?
No, God, he's gone.
You know, I'm an arsonist. Are you going to turn me in?
Oh, don't be silly, Bill. You saved Laura's life. More than a life.
I know it was an evil heart.
There was nothing fake about it.
I thought I could fight her, but I couldn't. She was awful. And now the house is gone. Everything's gone.
That old house never looked better than it does on fire.
Frank Ellingwood's stepmother, the unburied aspect of her, was either unspeakably evil or intolerably tortured. And who are we to say it was the one rather than the other? I'll be back shortly. The litigation involving the Ellingwood estate is still going on, and may go on forever. Frank and Laura live now in a slightly larger apartment in their old building. They needed an extra room because of Frank Jr., and they appreciate their happiness as people rarely do who have never come